Check, Jaden out. Jaden, you got me?
On the Brock Sports Network, it's time for Eagles football.
Field, here comes Gleaton, toss right, Jones looking for the corner. Cass Jones has won it for the Eagle.
There's a way that things are done here in Brock.
Dump it off, it's caught in the back of the end zone. It's caught. Zach Young.
And you do things the Brock way.
Nobody's going to catch him. It's Carter Wilson.
You do it the old Brock way.
Jones go back across the middle to big Nathan Jones, and he caught it. Touchdown for the junior tight end.
And that's the championship way.
Can he go get it? Caught! Brett Tutter! Touchdown Eagle!
That's the hard-nosed stuff, man.
What a find by Tyler Moody!
That's what makes this community great.
Eagles football is on the air.
And around the corner is Cooper One.
Tonight's broadcast of the Brock Eagles is presented by Brock Roofing and Construction. Reliability starts at the top. Also by Generator Supercenter in Weatherford, the nation's leading Generac generator dealer.
Friday Night Lights, Texas High School football. That's what we're doing tonight. We're playing the Brock Eagles, Texas football.
Now let's send you to the stadium with the best broadcast team in the state of Texas. Jaden Winfrey, Bobby Gordon, and Eric Morris.
The thing about rematches is that they don't happen by accident. They happen because unfinished business demands another chapter. Since the offseason began, this was where Brock wanted to be, the matchup they wanted. And with a season of momentum and all of Brock Nation behind them, the Eagles set their sights on the ultimate goal. This is a rematch. This is a reckoning. It's Brock, it's Carthage, and it's next.
Hi Eagles fans, it's April Parr with Brock Roofing. We are a proud supporter of both the Eagles and Lady Eagles. If you're looking for a reliable roofer in Parker County or the surrounding areas, look no further than Brock Roofing. We take pride in our craft. Whether you need a repair, replacement, or just a simple inspection, our skilled team will ensure your roof is in top shape, protecting your home and your family. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Jason today at 817-307-6153. Quality, reliable, and peace of mind. That's Brock Roofing. Let's go Eagles!
Keep the Friday night lights on with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. So take control of your game day with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford.
Hello, this is Pastor Clark Bozier. I am the pastor of the Willow Park Baptist Church, which is located at 777 Crown Point Boulevard in Willow Park, Texas. Willow Park Baptist Church is a proud sponsor of Brock High School. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally invite you and your family to attend one of our Sunday morning services at 8:30 or 10, and again that evening at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, willowparkbaptist.org. Willow Park Baptist Church. We are a church on an eternal mission.
Greystone Castle is a proud 3-time Orvis-endorsed Wing Shooting Lodge of the Year, located just 30 miles west of Brock, Texas. Greystone is a premier sporting facility offering some of the finest hunting experiences, as well as full-service corporate retreats and a unique setting to accomplish the goals of your team. Visit us at greystonecastle.com and experience Texas hospitality in an extraordinary setting.
This is Heath Wallace. For over 26 years, Wallace Spray Foam has been delivering the finest in commercial roofing and commercial residential spray foam. I'm also the proud owner of Ameritech Services, providing concrete construction and TPO roofing systems. Call Wallace or Ameritech to see concrete, spray foam, and roofing done right. There's no job too big or too small. Visit us at wallacesprayfoam.com or atx-concrete.com.
You need to call Wallace Spray Foam. You need to call Wallace Spray Foam.
Live from Mesquite Memorial Stadium, welcome to the Blue Eagle Construction Pregame Show on the Brock Sports Network. Round 5 of the Texas High School Football Playoffs, and a state semifinal is on the line tonight. Let's get into this ball game. Rob Matthews, Jaden Winfrey, come on in. Guys, before we get into today's matchup, Coach Mathis, now in his 5th season, now leads his 5th team to a state semifinal.
Man, that's really unbelievable. He comes in here and takes over for Coach Worrell and either kept the standard or maybe even raised the standard when he took over. You look at Brock in the state semifinal for the 5th year in a row. In years past, there's been big games that we had to play to get here, like Whitesboro. Where are they at now? Where's Malakoff, a team that we played the state semifinal? I don't think they're still in the playoffs. Where's Franklin? I think they lost a couple of weeks ago. So it says a lot about Coach Mathis, about being able to keep his team competitive, even moving up from 3A Division I to 4A Division II. And the standard that he set here is not we're going to make the playoffs and not we're going to practice on Thanksgiving and even win the region. The standard for Brock is to win a state championship. The Eagles have plenty of state semifinal appearances like they do tonight. They've got plenty of regional championships and even a handful of state championship games, but the standard is still win a state championship.
Jaden, you go through seasons and you want to win district and you want to play on Thanksgiving, but being in 5 straight semifinals is now the standard. Having some
Where did Jaden go?
Audio difficulties with Jaden right now. So, Rob, since the season ended a year ago, the underclassmen at the time, they made a commitment to themselves and each other, and it was an off-season of what you would call gym rats. They spent most nights in the weight room and on the field, and there was no concern over where the boys were at nightly. They were all at the field house, and there was one name on their mind, and it was the Carthage Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, they've had this game circled. Coach Mathis, the coaches, the boys, the town, everybody's had this game on their mind for the last 364 days since they played last year in McKinney. And as the playoffs kept going, this is the game that the Eagles wanted. This is the game that the boys wanted. They weren't last week cheering for Athens to upset Carthage. They wanted to play the Bulldogs tonight in the state semifinal, so nobody could say, oh, you got lucky and Athens did the dirty work. They wanted this team right here. They didn't. And when you're talking about being in the weight room and up late at night, they weren't up there because they were thinking about Greenwood, and they weren't up there because they were thinking about Seminole, and they weren't up there because they were thinking about Graham. They were up there with these guys on their mind.
Jaden, I'm not sure the girlfriends really liked it, but every night these guys were at the field house.
Well, and that's the case, and it wasn't just during the weekdays, guys. We're talking Saturdays, we're talking Sundays, and, to share a little insight, my message to my kid today was, this is what you did all that for. This is, remember, since December, those extra lifts, that extra time at the trainer, those Saturdays, those Sundays, all that time you put, it was for this time right now. That's why you did it. Remember that when you go take the field tonight.
Jaden, you had some mic difficulties a while ago. I want to get your thoughts on Coach Mathis. Now in his 5th season, 5 state semifinals, as this has become the standard now.
When you look back at Billy when he started, he had inherited such a talented group when he started this thing, and right away he's drinking from a fire hose, and we go to a state final his first year and all that. To be able to reel all that in, control it, and be able to meet the expectations set in Brock, which is, we all know, a very, very hard thing to do, and do it year in and year out like he's done. I mean, phenomenal job. You can't ask for more. The motivation he has in these kids, the physical football he gets to play, and playing together as a team, all those things that he's able to do year in and year out, just it speaks to him, not only him, but his assistants that have stayed with him along the way too. Those guys have, they've kind of got a little proof in the pudding and do a phenomenal job.
All right, let's get into it. Collegiate athletes all over the field tonight, and the first matchup we're going to discuss is at quarterback. Rob, 2 kiddos that resemble each other physically, each with remarkable skill at the quarterback position.
And also, if you look at their stats, Frazier 72.8% completion, Surratt 73, so very close there. They're also very close in yards per completion, within a yard or two, passing touchdowns. Frazier with 50 and Surratt has 46. QB rating within 0.2 of one another. Whatever that equation is, they're within 0.2 of it. And just everything you look at. And then if you look at pictures of the two guys or see them, you think, man, Surratt, he kind of looks like a young, maybe Peyton Manning, the way his face is. And then you look over and you see Frazier with this headband. You go, that's a young Jim McMahon right there with the dyed hair.
Jaden, this matchup alone is worth the price of admission tonight, these two.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm obviously biased a little bit with our quarterback and what he's been able to do this year. And, we talked about it last week. That first game when we saw what he was able to do, we felt like this could really be a record-breaking year for a Brock quarterback, and it ended up being exactly that and a little bit more. But, I think the statistics you can't put on paper are what makes our guy Holt so good. Being able to be calm in the pocket, knowing where to put the ball, making smart decisions with the ball, and all those things. And if you look at Surratt, similar qualities to him, he's had a heck of a season as well.
Surratt also earlier in the summertime had shoulder surgery, and early in the season his arm strength wasn't quite there. I think it's back to normal. We can talk about the arm and all that stuff later on, but he's also a 2-time state golf qualifier. He went one time as an individual, one time with his team, and so that's a little bit more about Surratt.
The guy that you want on your scramble team for sure.
Yeah.
And Jaden, last week, what a gutsy performance for Frazier. The guy just did not feel good in a regional final and had one of his best. He had his best rushing game of the year, but what a gutsy performance.
The ability to be able to step up and do what he did, as a lot of us got text from the bus of, oh my gosh, Holt's not doing good. And his teammates cared and they were worried about him, and he came in there, didn't miss a beat. And, honestly, that game, his ability to move the ball with his feet and do what he did was a huge, huge factor in the game, especially coming out the second half. He made a long run to get it started and get that first touchdown out of the half, and that was a crucial time for us. And what a way to step up and be a leader.
Rob, two teams that pride themselves on balanced offenses. These are two great offensive coordinators going head-to-head tonight.
Yeah, and you look at their stats, and it's kind of, you start putting them in the spreadsheet, getting ready for the pregame show, and you're thinking, am I on the right page or not? They're, within 100 yards or 200 yards of rushing yards. They're within, a couple hundred yards passing throughout the season. They're almost identical, within 60 yards of total yardage. And so a very balanced attack, both, with over 460 yards a game. The Eagles have 460.9. The Bulldogs have 465.3. It's kind of scary how identical they kind of look. I think they go about it different ways, but on paper, the numbers are, after 14 games, are pretty close.
Jaden, two balanced offenses tonight.
Yeah, it's, when you think about Carthage too, a lot of people just talk about, you got KJ over there and they're going to run the ball and the rush heavy, but when you dive into it, they do pass the ball a lot. They got a couple of guys out there that can catch that ball and really get down the field, and they're dangerous on both sides of the ball, a lot like we are.
All right, now let's get into the backfield tonight, and let's start on the Brock side with Briar McDonald. You can see some different things tonight, but let's talk about Briar. 41 carries last week, absolute beast mode.
I think he had 41 carries and then 2 or 3 receptions out of the backfield, and that is, 43, 44 touches on the ball last week, and that's how many offensive plays that Greenwood ran as many times as Briar touched the ball. And, I think there's a 14-play drive, and I asked Coach Mathis what was that about, and he's like, well, they couldn't stop it, and so just march it down the field. And we'll see. He did hurt his ankle late in the game. He's been going to the doctor every day this week to get better. I don't think he's practiced much at all. I talked to him Wednesday. He said he felt like he was about 85%, which I hope he's telling the truth. I'd probably take 85% if that's what I could get. But, we'll see if he can't go or if he's going to be limited. There's a committee behind him. You'll probably see Farhat in there. You'll probably see Dean. You'll probably see Christensen in there. So, we'll see what happens. It truly was, when I was down on the field earlier, the word was we're going to see how he looks in pregame, and it's really going to be a game-time decision.
Jaden, 41 carries last week. That's the most since Cash Jones ran it 40 times in 2019 against Pottsboro.
Hey, it goes back to if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of deal in my mind. And, being that I'm a lineman kind of guy, that's the kind of ball game I like. Let's run it in zone zone, and let's keep running until somebody can stop us and show us that we can't do it anymore. And that's exactly what we did. The Carthage guys put a definition on it here in their interviews. They called it what they like to call bully ball. And I like that definition. I think that's good. I'm all about some bully ball.
All right, now let's flip it to the other side. KJ Edwards, the A&M commit, 1,751 yards. He's quick, but my matchup tonight, Rob, is actually our D against Benny Smith.
Yeah, Benny Smith, he's the kind that will, if you look at Edwards, he's the all-time leading rusher in Carthage, which is saying something. I think he came in as a freshman and got some carries midway through his freshman year, played in the state championship game that year. I think that's the year they beat Glen Rose in the state final. And so he's had 3 and another part of a season to become the all-time leading rusher for Carthage. So that's pretty impressive. Edwards did have 26 Power 4 offers, and then UTSA threw their cap in there as well. Didn't get it. He ended up committing to A&M. I think he signed with them maybe last week. But he's the kind of guy that if he gets out in the open, he'll run away from you. Benny Smith that you're talking about, he'll just run over you.
Yeah. Jaden, there's nothing new. We saw it last year.
Yeah, we know what the expectations are, and this was kind of one of those last year. We felt like it was very important that win or lose, that we see them, that we touch it, we feel it, we know what we're up against. There is no shock factor, there is no anything. We know what's fixing to be across the field from us, and we're prepared for it.
All right, now let's get into our Brock Country Day Eagle Spotlight Duo of the Week, and tonight we feature the record-setting pair of Holt Frazier and Colt Matlock.
Man, what a combination it's been this year. They've just continued to gel throughout the season and over the summer, and Frazier, he's a smart kid. He knows where Matlock's going to be all the time. He knows when he needs a certain amount of yards. He knows where Matlock's going to be, when he's going to get there, and he trusts him. But I think Frazier will be one of the first to tell you that this record doesn't happen without the guys up front. And, we, as broadcasters, we never talk about the guys up front enough. But I think Frazier will be the first to tell you that that this record, it also belongs to that offensive line. And I think Matlock, with his great hands and playmaking ability, I think he would also tell you that if the other guys were a bunch of stone-handed receivers, that this record wouldn't happen. They still demand attention, and it allows him to still get one-on-one matchups.
Jaden, it's been fun to watch this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, that combination, I can just remember the Decatur game saying, man, this could be really special, guys. And it was everything we thought it would be, those two and the connection. And just, they got that sixth sense about one another, knowing what the other's going to do. And, I think it's a challenge of, Cole told Holt, throw it and I'll go get it. And there's been a few games to where I'm like, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what, he hadn't overthrown him yet, and I don't see it ever happening. It's those two have been a great connection and fun to watch.
And now Rob had a chance to visit with the head coach of your Brock Eagles, Coach Billy Mathis, in this week's Willow Park Baptist Church pregame interview.
Pregame interview with Coach Billy Mathis, brought to us by Willow Park Baptist Church. Coach, tonight you're going to see a two-headed monster in KJ Edwards and Benny Smith. How do you stop two guys like that and keep them on the sideline?
The biggest deal, both of them are great backs. The biggest deal for us is getting up there and winning the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a great job of going up there and not getting blocked. We've got to do a good job of backers running through. The key is to refuse to be blocked. That's it, man. And you go to any game, you got to win the line of scrimmage. And, for us to go stop their running attack, we've got to do a great job of winning that line of scrimmage and then tackling well. You can't go down there, you watch film on them both. If you go down there and try to tackle their shoelaces, they're going to step right over you and go. And you've got to have 2, 3, 4 guys at the point of attack right now.
They've given up some points in the playoffs. What can you do tonight while you're on offense to move the ball, put points on the board, and continue to keep those guys on the sideline?
It starts up front again. It starts with that confidence up front, going and calling the front, when the ball snaps, coming off the line of scrimmage violently. That's the number one thing we got to do. We got to take care of the football, right? We got to stay in front of the chains, right? Can't have negative plays. And if you do, you got to be able to overcome those negative plays. Their defense is a great defense. And to say they're not going to, have some good plays, against us, it would be crazy, But when they do, how do we overcome those? And how do we not panic? That's the biggest deal. Teams that play against them, they get them back and they panic and freak out. Not our guys. We're ready.
I know you, these coaches, these kids have had this game circled on the calendar for 364 days now. What's going to be your message to these guys before you take the field tonight?
The message is go be us. You don't have to do anything extraordinary or out of the ordinary. We just got to go play our best football. We go play our best football, and we're going to win this game tonight.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's Coach Billy Mathis. We'll be back with more in the pregame show in a moment.
Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. So take control of your game day with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford.
Hello, this is Pastor Clark Bozier. I am the pastor of the Willow Park Baptist Church, which is located at 777 Crown Point Boulevard in Willow Park, Texas. Willow Park Baptist Church is a proud sponsor of Brock High School. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally invite you and your family to attend one of our Sunday morning services at 8:30 or 10, and again that evening at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, willowparkbaptist.org. Willow Park Baptist Church. We are a church on an eternal mission.
Greystone Castle is a proud 3-time Orvis endorsed Wing Shooting Lodge of the Year, located just 30 miles west of Brock, Texas. Greystone is a premier sporting facility offering some of the finest hunting experiences as well as full-service corporate retreats and a unique setting to accomplish the goals of your team. Visit us at greystonecastle.com and experience Texas hospitality in an extraordinary setting.
This is Heath Wallace. For over 26 years, Wallace Spray Foam has been delivering the finest in commercial roofing and commercial residential spray foam. I'm also the proud owner of Ameritex Services, providing concrete construction and TPO roofing systems. Call Wallace or Ameritex to see concrete, spray foam, and roofing done right. There's no job too big or too small. Visit us at wallacesprayfoam.com or atx-concrete.com.
You need to call Wallace Spray Foam. You need to call Wallace Spray Foam.
Pregame interview with Coach Billy Mathis, brought to us by Willow Park.
Welcome back to the Blue Eagle Construction pregame show on the Brock Sports Network. It's your Brock Eagles and the Carthage Bulldogs in a state semifinal tonight from Mesquite ISD Stadium. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Jaden Winfrey, Gus McSwain with you. And Rob, Brock defense is in elite company, only giving up 8.7 points per contest. This group is on a historic pace.
It's been pretty impressive this year, what they've been able to do. And, I think they've probably a little bit faster. I guess you could compare all the different linebacking cores in Brock history. But I think this one is a little bit faster than maybe overall than they were last year. The play calls are going to come into defensive play calls will come into Waller, and then Farhat. He has the ability to check to a different defense, a different defensive play, depending on what Carthage adjusts to on offense. So the coaches really like how he can spot things and really trust them. And there's even going to be some where they give Waller the freedom to call the defense right there. And then I think a lot of the defense tonight is going to come up, the defensive calls. It's going to be depending on where the running back lines up is going to depend on what defensive play they want to run.
Jaden, here's a stat that sticks out to me. Brock gave up 8.7 points per game in the regular season and 8.7 so far in the playoff run. Carthage, 18 points per contest in the regular season, but 29 per contest in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat, and I think that a lot of that plays into, we've been hearing about, the computers say this, computers say that, and I think that's why the computers have weighed in a little bit to us. Make no mistake, guys, that's a ball club across from us, there's no doubt.
All right, Rob, what is a matchup that you like today for the Brock Eagles?
One thing I really want to watch tonight is the Brock offensive line against the D-line of Carthage. Talking to the coaches earlier in the week, I asked them about last year's game and some of the concerns, and they just said, well, last year against this defensive line of Carthage, they were just so overwhelming. They're sitting there thinking, how in the world are we going to be able to run the ball or move the ball against these guys? We got to get this guy blocked and this guy to block to get 5 yards. And they think this year, it's probably not as overwhelming as they were a year ago. So I guess we'll see what happens when they start playing here in about 6 minutes.
Jaden, what's a matchup that you like tonight for the Eagles?
I would think that offensively, how we control, one, their defensive line, but also the blitzing linebackers coming off the edges, being able to recognize that and know what to do with it. We got to be careful with the ball. And the other thing, defensively, we have got to string them out. We cannot let them get 2 steps upfield. We got to string it from sideline to sideline and keep them running horizontal and not vertical.
All right, now let's get into it. Rob, what are the keys to victory tonight in a state semifinal game?
Well, go back to week 1, and you can write down every key to victory that we've had throughout the whole season, and they're all going to apply tonight. But I think my main key tonight is to come here and just be Brock. Come in here and win the line of scrimmage and play with some confidence, play with a chip on your shoulder, be disciplined, play a physical brand of football, and stick your foot in the tire, and you're going to take some punches and you're going to deliver some punches and see where this thing stacks up when 48 minutes have been in the books.
All right, Jaden, give us your keys to victory tonight.
Control the ball, control the time of this game. Keep the ball in hand. Don't abandon. Stick with the run. Stick with it up in the middle, and we'll be just fine.
My keys, guys, 3 to 4 yards at a time is fine tonight. 3, 4, and 5 yards leads you to AT&T next week. If you're running 5 yards per play, you win quarters. We're getting ready to go down to a Tommy Hayes photography coin toss.
Do you see him down there in his nice yellow vest? Tommy Hayes at the 49-yard line.
How lucky are we to have that young man on the sideline for us? Tommy and Trent Manley, every week they just kick out unbelievable quality, don't they, Jaden?
Yeah, you got it, guys. So we're waiting on the ref. It looks like we got some technical issues over here. The refs over here they're trying to figure this out. And everybody else, they're ready to roll in this place.
Yeah, the white dad, he's down there. I think they're hopefully trying to get his ref mic dialed in down there because we don't have it up here in the booth just yet. But hopefully they'll get it dialed in here in a little bit. Both teams are out on the field. Both teams are ready for the coin toss. while we've got just a second, Bobby, I'm sure there's probably people on Facebook Live saying, we want to see the game. Well, trust me, we want to show you the game. It's not our choice to have to go to the booth cam this week. It was Victory Plus who has the exclusive deal with the UIL. Got an email last Sunday that said, look, they've claimed this game and you're going to have to do audio only. So in doing audio only, we are going to be live on Facebook throughout the night. We'll have our normal scoreboard. The bad part about that is you got to look at me. The good part, you got to look at Bobby too.
Sorry.
But it is going to be on Facebook Live audio, and it's also going to be on the YouTube channel, and it's also obviously on BrockSportsNetwork.com if you want to listen to the radio broadcast there.
All right, Brock will be in all blue tonight with white helmets, Carthage white tops, blue pants, and white helmets. Guys, it's amazing how similar these two teams are statistically. A tale of the tape, both teams are 14-0. Total yards, Brock 64-53, Carthage 65-53. Total points, Brock scored 774, Carthage 725. Passing touchdowns, Brock 50, Carthage 47. Rushing touchdowns, Brock 49, Carthage 43. The scoring average, your Eagles lead that 55.2 to Carthage 41.7. Defensively, as we said earlier, Brock 8.7 points per contest. Carthage 19 in the regular season, 29 on average. In the playoffs, yards per carry, Brock 7.3, Carthage 8.8. Yards per pass, 16.1 for your Eagles, 14.5 for Carthage.
Hey, I've been getting a lot of messages and texts already asking, and I feel bad. We've done the whole pregame show, and we haven't even touched on this. Where's Eric? Eric Morris is not even here. We haven't even mentioned him. Eric Morris told us way back in the summer that if the state semifinal was today, he would not be able to make it because he had a wedding to attend in San Diego. He's got one ear in at the wedding listening to the broadcast as they go out for the coin toss. So shout out to Eric. He's at the wedding. He said he'll be back next week for the 4A Division II state championship game at Cowboys Stadium in Arlington. And right now we're going to send it down to Jaden Winfrey with the Tommy Hayes Photography coin toss at midfield and the captains.
Captains for your Eagles, Bo Leach, Holt Frazier, Colt Matlock, and Tobin Roger.
We're going to let them call it. That's all right with you? Heads, tails? You called heads, all right? What is that, Brian?
It is heads.
Did you? Football, which way you want to kick?
Looks like Carthage has won the coin toss and will take the ball. Oddly enough, this crew here has had Carthage in the playoffs before, and I think it was the Pleasant Grove game, and Coach Surratt even called Coach Mathis and said, just so we're clear, you know that we had this same ref crew against Pleasant Grove, and Coach Mathis said, yeah, I know that, and I want them too. They're a good crew. So that's a little bit about this ref crew here tonight.
All right, you have been listening to a Blue Eagle Construction pregame show. Coming up next, it is a state semifinal. It's Brock, it's Carthage, and it's next.
The Brock Sports Network is made possible by the support of our community sponsors. These local businesses believe in our athletes, our schools, and the pride of being a Brock Eagle. When you hear their names during our broadcasts, remember they're the ones helping us bring you every touchdown, every sack, and every victory. Be sure to thank them with your business and your support. Together we're building community, celebrating excellence, and cheering on the Eagles. Thanks to the proud sponsors of the Brock Sports Network.
Teskey's Saddle Shop is one of the most trusted names in the Western industry. With over 100,000 square feet of bits and spurs, saddle, tack and feed, and supplies, they also have the latest Western fashion in the boutique with names such as Cinch, Wrangler, Ariat, North Face, STS, and many more. And don't forget about Teskey's Outdoors with everything from hunting gear, ammunition, scopes, and all the best in outdoor wear. Call 599-3400 or visit them online at teskeys.com.
Greetings to all you fans of the Brock Eagles. This is Mr. Jim from MrJim's.Pizza. Whether you choose one of my signature pizzas or create your own, your pizza is made just for you. Your Mr. Jim's.Pizza is baked to perfection and sent out the door to your home. Go to MrJim's.Pizza, that's MRJIMS.Pizza, and order now. Use the code EAGLES and get 15% off your entire order. Go Eagles!
Brock Eagles football is on the air, and it's brought to you by Generator Supercenter and by the fine folks at Brock Roofing and Construction from Mesquite Memorial Stadium. It is a state semifinal. It's your Brock Eagles and the Carthage Bulldogs, 1 year in the making.
Brock's going to be kicking off first, so we'll get a good look at that defense. And you know, these boys, you see some of the moms have their baby pictures on a poster in the stands. You know, this is my sweet baby boy. Let me tell you, moms, I hate to break this to you. When they're on defense, they're not very sweet, and that's the way we like it. They get out there with an attitude, and they're going to be looking for some Bulldogs tonight. And this is a game everybody in town has been talking about Carthage and waiting for this game. Congrats really to both teams for being able to make it back here, because that is a feat.
Absolutely. It is Jace Harris. It's J.D. Edwards back deep for the Bulldogs. And for your Brock Eagles, it is Christian Torres with 65 touchbacks on the season. We are set from Mesquite, and this state semifinal is underway. A deep hanging kick that will be taken near side. Edwards from the 1 yard line, working right to left. Coverage is there. He's got the edge on the far side. Graham Coleman and Logan Gordon's going to run him out of bounds at around the 7 yard line. And here comes this Brock Eagles defense up front. It's Brett Cannon and Waylon Winfrey, the tackles, the edge, Caleb Holt and Carson Sullivan on one side, Slade Mathis on the other. The linebacker core, Hayden Waller, Jack Farhat, and Dax Hayes. The cornerbacks are Wade Doherty and Gage LaRue. The outstanding safeties, Colt Matlock and Braden Ray. First down, 10, Carthage. They come out from their 8 yard line, and it is Jet Surratt. 3,200 yards and 45 touchdowns on the season, as he will have K.J. Edwards lined up to his left-hand side. He'll empty the set with one running back. Surratt's going to throw it. It's caught. As very quickly on the scene is Gage LaRue. The pass is caught by number 7, Junior Henderson, a 6'3 senior.
A gain of about 8 or 9 yards on first down. I think Carthage really likes to throw the ball on the very first play of the game, kind of get the quarterback loose, get everybody, get their blood pumping, and so it's going to be 2nd down and 1 after a gain of 9.
Coach Jordan Mullinex, the defensive coordinator for the Brock Eagles. Carthage 2nd down, about 1.5 yards from their own 18-yard line. And here comes K.J. Edwards as he loses his footing in the backfield. Caleb Holt made him change and plant that right foot. He slips for a yard loss. It's 3rd and about 2.5.
Yeah, defense was there. Even if he didn't slip, the defense was there to come up with a stop. It is 3rd down and 2, and I think you might see Benny Smith come into the ball game. They like him on short yardage, but if he does come in, you've got to tackle him. He's a load, weighing almost 200 pounds.
Last year, Benny Smith really was the difference. 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. He paced the Bulldogs in that state semifinal, as Surratt will now be under center, as it will be Edwards deep behind him. Man in motion, toss it to Edwards. He finds a crease, and he's got a lot of running room here. Edwards is off and running, as Edwards will go in for the Bulldog touchdown, and it comes from 82 yards out.
Just a toss play over to the right side, and he was 7 or 8 yards deep in the backfield. They tossed it to him, and with his speed, he's the one we talked about in the pregame show. He'll run away from you, and the couple of Eagles dove at his ankles, could not get their hands on him, and when he gets a step on you, he's going to be hard to track down. Oddly enough, you look through the state track meet, the regional track meet results from their region, no Bulldogs, can't find them anywhere. So I don't know where the speed goes after football season's over, but it's not on the track.
28th touchdown of the season, and now Monreal on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. It's Carthage 7, Brock 0. Eagles football continues after this.
Hi, this is Seth Bowman, former Brock Eagles state championship winning quarterback and current owner of Core Chiropractic and Sports Therapy in Weatherford, Texas. At Core, we treat patients of all ages and sizes but specialize in athletic injuries. We are proud to offer state-of-the-art treatments such as chiropractic adjustments, dry needling, soft tissue therapy, rehabilitative exercises, and more. If you or someone you know wants to get back to living a pain-free life, give us a call at 817-341-6800. Thank you, and go Eagles.
Hungry for great tacos in a fun atmosphere? Come visit the Hungry Jalapeno in Brock, where flavor meets community. We're serving up fresh tacos, cold drinks, and good times every day. At the Hungry Jalapeno, we're proud to support local and love the community we call home. Find us at 2104 FM 1189 in Brock. Call us at 817-609-8000 or check out the menu at thehungryjalapeno.com. The Hungry Jalapeno, where Brock comes together for great food and great times.
Back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth in Mesquite, Texas tonight. Carthage strikes first in the semifinal, and then Montreal with a high-hanging push kick that would be taken at the 30-yard line, and McKitty takes it straight up the seam as the Brock offense will have good starting field position. McKitty gets it all the way up to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Eagles.
Carthage not very interested in kicking it deep to Levi Dean or Colt Matlock back there. They put a high pooch kick and a great return up to the 45-yard line. That's where the Eagles will have it on their first possession of the night, trailing 7-0 on the McGuire team scoreboard here in the first quarter.
Tobin Roger, the center, Brody Riker, Waylon Winfrey, the guards, Logan Wofford, Jack Dyball, Davis Lee up front. It's Holt Frazier at quarterback. And in the backfield will be Levi Dean as he stacks in pistol formation. Bring Matlock in motion. Give it to Dean straight ahead. He's got the edge. Levi Dean inside Carthage territory. And it's Levi Dean with a red fin pulls first down to the Bulldog 42.
Nice job by that offensive line on the right side to create some space. Dean looked like he wanted to cut it up behind the tackle. Instead, it was wide open around the outside. He broke a tackle, got across the 50-yard line down to the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Night Propane call to the sideline. Jaden, you just have to trade punches.
Well, and that's it, guys. I mean, now it's our turn. So we knew they were going to score. Probably didn't think we'd be that quick, but we knew the score was going to come.
Got across the Prater Designs 50-yard line in Bulldog territory.
Levi Dean now lines up to the left side of Holt Frazier on 1st and 10. Fake it to him and throw it here in the flat. Matlock dodges one defender, needs a block, gets it inside the 40. Matlock bobbing and weaving inside the 30. He's got another first down to the Carthage 28.
Gain of 15 on that play, so 2 plays, 2 redfin first downs, and the Eagles marching the ball right down the field. They have it inside the 30 at the 27-yard line is where they're going to mark it down. 1st down and 10 once again.
Colton Matlock, a 6'2", 175-pound UTEP commit, the all-time career and single-season record holder for the Eagles. Frazier's going to throw it again, looking left side as that's Colt again. He's inside the 25. They're going to give him forward progress right around the 20 for about an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2.
8 yards is just a kind of a slow developing stop route. Colt Matlock acted like he was going to go down the sideline, then stopped, came back for it. Brings up 2nd down 2. Eagles have it approaching or inside now the Clear Fork Pharmacy red zone.
Colt a 1,400-yard receiver this year. 2nd down and about 2.5. Give it to Dean as he gets in behind that offensive line, and Levi Dean, as he's going to have another redfin pulls 1st down. Mark him all the way down to the Bulldog 15.
They've had 4 plays, 3 first downs. There is a penalty marker on the field. We'll see if we have a ref mic or not.
As it is a personal foul face mask against Carthage. So inside the 20, this is going to take us half the distance, and it's going to mark it all the way down. Let's see, inside the 10 and down to the 9. 1st and goal, Eagles.
1st down 10 at the 8. Bobby inside the Clear Fork Pharmacy red zone. See what they can do here with the ball inside the 10-yard line.
Dean lines up to Frazier's right. Man in motion is Davis Lee, and Dean cuts it back inside, and a positive gain there for Dean. He's just inside the 5-yard line. Levi Dean already, that's 33 carries this season for the sophomore. 373 yards coming in and 5 touchdowns.
Looks like Dean's going to come out, maybe Farhat coming in there on this 2nd down and goal inside the 5 now. The ball spotted on the 4-yard line going in from right to left here at Memorial Stadium in Mesquite.
So it is McKitty now, the setback, Farhat, the fullback. And we're going to get a whistle and a flag here on the near side.
A long time to fake clap 3 or 4 different times, and I think one of his offensive linemen budged, and it's going to back the Eagles back up to the 9-yard line. So 2nd down and goal from the 9. Not what you want to do when you're inside the 5.
8 minutes remaining in this Rockin' F Freight first quarter. A state semifinal between Carthage and Brock. Carthage 7, Brock 0, but Brock on the move. 2nd and goal from the 9. Farhat now lined up. They'll flip the set and give it to Jack. Jack puts those pads down. Ball's loose into the end zone, and it's kicked out of the back of the end zone, as it's going to be a touchback for Carthage, as that is not what you wanted to happen from the 9-yard line. So Carthage will bring it out 1st and 10.
And Farhat got hit and went head over heels there at the 5-yard line. The ball came loose, and then the Carthage Bulldogs chase it down, and I don't know if they tried to pick it up. I think they just kind of helped it out the back of the end zone. We can see it on the big screen here, and well, they don't show it, but it is going to be a touchback. Man, the start of this game kind of reminds you of the start of last game. Eagles with a chance right here and can't capitalize. That happened twice last year. And then also with the big play, if you remember the scoop 6 to start the game last year, this game, oddly enough, starting a little bit like that.
So bring it out after the touchback to the 20-yard line. Carthage 1st and 10 at the 7:40 mark of this first quarter. Surratt in shotgun. He's going to throw it. Steps into one over the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended to number 15, Jaden Jeffress.
Waller got his hands in there, and he thinks he should have intercepted it. And then back there, I think Braden Ray might have had a chance to intercept it in the secondary, but it does fall incomplete, and the Eagles almost had a chance to get it back.
Brock defense, 273 quarterback hurries, 19 interceptions on the season, 7 fumble recoveries, 100 tackles for loss. It's 2nd down 10 for the Bulldogs from their 20. 1 wide receiver left and 2 right. Edwards will line up to Surratt's right side. Man in motion, fake it to him, now throw it to him in the flat. Braden Ray and Jack Farhat's able to converge on Jace Harris, a 5'8 sophomore, a couple there. 3rd long, and now we're going to get a late flag here on the near sideline, as that may be extracurricular after the play.
The flag was well after the play, and what an arm on that official. He threw the flag probably 30 yards, and so we'll see if this is going to be on the Eagles or on the Bulldogs. The officials will get together at the 20-yard line and discuss it, but I didn't see anything. There was a Bulldog walking away. We're about to find out.
It is a dead ball personal foul against Carthage. So it's a dead ball, so the down will count. It will be 3rd down, and it's going to be about 21 yards. Mark it back to the 11-yard line.
Big chance for this defense right here. On 3rd and long, got to watch KJ Edwards in the backfield, or is that Benny the Bull?
That's Edwards. Lines up to the right-hand side. They'll go over to Surratt for the play. 1 wide receiver left and 2 right. 4 down linemen for your Brock Eagles. Let's see if Coach Mullenix opts to dial up pressure here. They'll flip Edwards to the left side. Surratt's going to throw it, and he wants the deep ball. Near side, and he overshoots his intended target, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and it should be a punting situation for the Bulldogs.
Intended for Junior Henderson, the senior wide receiver, overthrew him, and that's one of the things. I don't know that the Bulldogs want to throw the ball. I think as you saw, I think they want Edwards to carry it. They want Benny Smith back there to carry it. They're going to line up. They're going to go for this. It's going to be a quick pooch punt.
It's a quick kick by Surratt that will take a Bulldogs bounce inside Eagles territory, but hats off to this Brock Eagles defense. They needed a big stand there, and they get it. The ball is going to be down at the 44-yard line, where we'll bring on this Brock offense for the 2nd time tonight. Go ahead.
6:44 to go. Yeah, let's send it down to the Night Propane sideline with Jaden.
Guys, static's pretty rough down here on the wall, but guys, that was one we needed. Waller picks that ball off there, guys. We're set up in good territory, but we are moving it on offense. We're moving that line of scrimmage, so see us get back after it here.
1st and 10 Eagles, mark it at their own 44, headed out. We've got 6:44 remaining in a Rockin' F Freight first quarter. A bunch set to the right for the Eagles. Charles Hibbert, the lone receiver, near side, fake it to Dean. Carthage brings pressure, dump it off to Davis Lee, as Lee makes the catch, and he's going to get 3 yards. He's up to the 47-yard line.
Just dumped it out to the big tight end over there. The defense was there to bring him down, but it is positive yardage. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Eagles. And so far, the Eagles' offense has looked good, except for the one play, the fumble at the 5-yard line. See if the Eagles can take it in on this possession and get those points back.
Brighton Family and Sports Medicine, who's in and who's out. Dash Lindsay, Cash Britton, Briar McDonald tonight unavailable from the 46, 2nd down and 8. Shotgun with Levi Dean to Frazier's left. Frazier's going to throw it, and he's in trouble. Breaks one tackle as Frazier takes a shot up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down 8 from the Brock 46.
Yeah, he stepped up right there in the pocket. And they were able to stand him up at the line of scrimmage, and I didn't catch the number. It was the safety back here, number 3, still celebrating, Tylen Williams. He came in and laid a big shot on Frazier. It's going to be 3rd and 8. You've got to cross the Prater Designs 50, get to the 46 to move the chains for Redfin Pools right here.
3 wide receivers near side, Matlock, Christensen, and Hibbler. Davis Lee to the far side. Frazier still setting this offense on a 3rd and long. 3 steps back, middle, pass caught. Hibbler on the money, and Charles Hibbler dragging a defender all the way down to the Carthage 36-yard line. It's a Redfin Pools 1st down.
22 yards on the pass and catch. A nice kind of dig route there by Hibbler to catch it. He broke a tackle, gets across midfield down to the 36. Thanks to Prater Designs bringing us the 50-yard line sponsorship.
Holt Frazier drops it on him. The 6'2", 200-pound junior quarterback, 3,300 yards coming in, 49 touchdowns. It's 1st and 10 from the Carthage 36. Christensen in motion. Now he reverses out. Dean plants that right foot inside and runs over a linebacker as he's going to be brought down by number 25, Pearley, a 5'11 senior. 5 yards there for Dean, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, gain of 5 right there. He didn't know where to go, so he lowered his head and ran right through the chest of the Bulldog. I think the chains look a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. It's almost a gain of 6, but nice job there by the offensive line and by Levi Dean.
This Brock offense has been commanded by this offensive line this year. They've done a fantastic job. Frazier's going to throw it, and he wants the middle, and Davis Lee had to turn into a defender there as number 3, Tylen Williams, was in the area. Incomplete, 3rd and 4.
He kind of threw that ball behind him, and good break up there by the big tight end, Lee. And I'll tell you, one of the things that Coach Mullenix was talking about, or Coach Christensen was talking about, was in practice, we've shown you all the different fronts. Like, we've shown you more than what you're going to see, and so far the Eagles' offense looks like they're picking up everything.
4 down territory now for the Eagles on 3rd and 4. Mark it at the Carthage 31. Dean the lone setback, fake it to him. Frazier, quick puck over the middle. It's incomplete. Once again, Williams, he was looking for Colt Matlock. Now 4th down 4 from the 31. The offense will stay on the field.
Few too many white jerseys in the area around Matlock. Frazier knew exactly where Matlock was going to be, and so did the Bulldog secondary. He was right over the middle, and that was a dangerous pass, but it is going to be, looks like some extra beef coming in here. Waller coming in on offense, might be the Raider package. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Coach Billy Mathis, 64-12 here at Brock. This offense averaging 55 points per contest. Farhat, the fullback, Levi Dean lines up behind Frazier. He's going to roll right, looking in the flat. That is Colt Matlock. Matlock all the way down to the Carthage 19, and a big Redfin Pools 1st down.
A gain of 12 and a 1st down for Matlock. Just the out route that had Frazier rolling to his right, and some separation by Matlock. He was able to make the catch. The ball was in the air before he ever turned. He caught it, turned it up, got the 1st down, moved the chains inside the Clear Fort Pharmacy red zone at the 19.
1st and 10, Frazier offense set. Give it to Dean. Needs a block. He cuts it back inside. He's going to be hit and dropped. That's Zacharian Pearley. Maybe 1 yard, and another flag's going to fly, as I believe that was extracurricular again from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was. It was number 6. That is Trey Gant, a junior. And as he pushes Matlock, I believe it was.
And deja vu here, Rob.
Yep, here we go.
We've got the same penalty down here in this same area, as now this penalty is going to be marked off down inside the 15, and all the way inside the 10 to about the 10.5-yard line. It will be a 1st and goal situation for your Eagles. They've been down here before. Now we just got to punch that ticket. It's 7-0 Carthage. Clock rolling, 3:25 remaining in this Rockin' F Freight first quarter. For Mesquite, Texas, a bunch set to the right. Frazier is set with Dean in the backfield with him. Give it to Dean, cuts it back inside. This offensive line going to work. Down to the 5, 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain on first down right there, 4 yards. You get down here inside the 5, and now you can't have the pre-snap penalties. You've got to keep the ball moving forward and not take those penalties, which is what helped Carthage on our last drive. Had it 1 yard closer and had a false start, backed us up to the 9, then the fumble. See if the Eagles can regroup here. 2:44 to go in the first quarter.
Little sugar huddle here by the Eagles. Frazier in shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Frazier's going to look that way, steps up into the pocket. He's going to have to take off and run it. Maybe 1 there for Holt, down to about the 3.5, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from there, as now we'll see wholesale substitutions for the Eagles.
I think it's going to be the Raider package come in. They got several things they can do off this, a little extra meat and muscle to maybe push this ball forward, but they do have a few little tricks up their sleeve out of this formation that might be putting the ball in the air. This is also the formation they were in a second ago on 4th down.
Frazier will go under center. Behind him deep is Dean. Fake it to Dean. He's going to throw it, looking back across the middle. Caught! That is Davis Lee for the touchdown, and the Brock Eagles have answered this time.
He just lobbed that thing over the head of 3 defenders in the end zone and found Lee in the back of the end zone. Put just right amount of hypotenuse touch on that ball to drop it down in there. How you like that, Eric? It's 6-0 with the Eagles Nest Travel Center touchdown. Extra point coming up by Dale's Pest Control.
Low snap, gets the hold down. Hamill's extra point is up. It's good. It's Brock 7 and Carthage 7. We're back in a moment.
Texas Pawfection is a veteran-owned business that has been a proud member of the Brock community since 2017. With 19 years of pet grooming experience, our mission is to make every pet in our care feel loved, comfortable, and look fabulous. Call the salon today to book your pet's spa appointment. 682-368-0948. We would love to pamper your pets.
Are you tired of the same old fitness routine? Are you ready to unleash your inner athlete and take your workouts to the next level? Introducing CrossFit Brock, the ultimate gym experience for those who crave a challenge and results that will transform your body and mind. Take the first step towards a stronger, fitter you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your free trial session today. CrossFit Brock, where fitness meets community and greatness is achieved.
Holt Frazier drops another dot, this time to Davis Lee. 50 touchdowns for Frazier, now 10 on the season for the tight end, Davis Lee. And now Gleaton Eye Care kickoff time for Christian Torres. It is Cade Ross and J.D. Edwards back deep. Torres, once again, will come over to this near side, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be the +5 penalty for Carthage and bring out this Brock Eagles defense.
Let's get a Ryan McDonald State Farm drive summary. The Eagles took over at their own 44-yard line following the 3-and-out that the Eagles defense created. It was 9 plays, 56 yards, took 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock here in the Rockin' F first quarter. There's a penalty flag, Bobby, and it's going to be a 5-yarder offsides against the Eagles. And 9 plays, 36 yards, 4:55. His score is now 7-7 on the McGuire team scoreboard.
Night Propane call to the sideline, Jaden. As we said, keep throwing punches.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. You got to match them score for score. We knew they were going to get some points on the board, so now you got to try to get your hold. We need a few holds in this game, but we can score them, and we proved it now.
A massive crowd on hand tonight for this state semifinal. The Brock faithful traveled from Parker County. Surratt is going to give it to Edwards as the Brock boys in blue is going to get him. Caleb Holt Waylon Winfrey. They're all in there. It's a gain of maybe a yard, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard on that, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to get your hands on him, and not just one guy. These guys are hard to bring down. It's going to take more than one white helmet on the scene to bring these guys down, and if you can wear them down and maybe frustrate them, keep this thing close, or better yet, just run away with the lead.
Minute 20 remaining. And this Rockin' F Freight first quarter, 2nd down, 9. Surratt now under center. It's Edwards deep behind him. Fake it to Edwards. Surratt's going to throw it back, and he's got a man wide open. And inside Eagles territory goes number 15. That's Jaden Jeffress, the 6'1 junior. He's got a first down to the Brock 41.
Looks like a gain of about 28 on that pass play, and it's going to move the chains and a fresh set of downs for Carthage. And I think, but that's, you know, they had a good play, good pass, good catch. Good thing on that play, it wasn't the all-time leading rusher streaking down the sideline untouched.
Brock gets here with wins over Dunbar, Estacado, Seminole, and Greenwood. Carthage, Pittsburgh, Sanger, Pleasant Grove, and Athens. 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs from the Brock 41. Give it on a delay to Edwards. He bounces off a tackle, gets outside. Gage LaRue is able to hit him, but Waylon Winfrey cleaned it after a gain of 9 yards down to the Brock 32.
Yeah, he ran about 20 yards on that play, but only 9 forward progress, and then he wanted to reverse his field and take it all the way to the other sideline, and when he turned around, Waylon Winfrey said, hello.
Head on a swivel situation there for Edwards from the Brock 32, 2nd down and 1. Surratt now from the gun as we're going to get whistles blowing. And end of the Rockin' F Freight first quarter, and what a first quarter it was. It's Carthage 7, Brock 7. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
I'm Dr. Ryan Cate with Riverstone Veterinary Group with clinics in Brock and Weatherford. We're proud to care for your pets and your livestock at both locations.
For somebody starting out and you need a recommendation, he's by far one of the best vets in the state of Texas.
Very friendly, very accommodating, and it's the only place we bring our pets.
From checkups to grooming to boarding, our professional team treats your animals like family. Riverstone Veterinary Group, care you can trust right here at home.
Hungry, Brock? It's time to head to the spot. We're serving up smash burgers, crispy chicken strips, fresh wraps, salads, wings, and hand-spun milkshakes. Always fresh, always delicious. At the spot, we're more than just great food. We're proud to be a part of this community, supporting local events, schools, and families right here in Brock. And when you're on the go, ordering is easy. Just hop online to thespotbrock.com and we'll have your meal ready in no time. So whether it's game day, family night, or just a craving, you know where to go. The Spot, Brock's place to eat, meet, and enjoy.
Welcome back to Mesquite Memorial Stadium in a state semifinal as we flip it to a Whitestone Premium Meat second quarter. In the quarter, 102 total yards for your Brock Eagles. Holt Frazier, 67 yards and a touchdown. Levi Dean busy early, 7 carries, 34 yards.
Jaden, what's it like down there on the sideline?
It's pretty quiet down there with the guys. They're pretty locked in on what's going on and what they're doing. I mean, the confidence is there, guys.
Down in the locker room before the game, not a word being spoken in that Brock locker room, just ready to take care of business. They know what's at stake. They know who they're playing, and they were ready for this. Through the first frame, it's 7-7.
This second quarter starts from the Brock 32, Carthage 2nd down and 1. Surratt will go under center. 2 wide receivers, 1 right, 1 left. The deep back is Edwards. Surratt will now look over to the sideline to Scott Surratt, the head coach for the Bulldogs. He'll remain under center, and he's going to throw it. He's looking left all the way. Deep ball, man is there. It's caught, and into the end zone goes number 7. That's Junior Henderson, a 6'3 senior, as Carthage now has went back in front.
Yeah, just a go route down the sideline. They found a matchup they liked. Couldn't tell who was over there. I think it's LaRue that they had matched up with Henderson, and man, a nice ball there by Surratt. He put some air under it, caught it at the 5, a little bit underthrown, but Henderson went up to catch it and took it into the end zone. It's now 13-7, extra point coming up.
Carthage waiting on their kicker to get on the field here. 29. Montreal set for this extra point. 11:54 remains on the McGuire Team Clark Real Estate second quarter scoreboard. Extra point. Montreal is up. It's good. It's Carthage 14, Brock 7. Brock Eagles football back in a moment.
Do you have some honeydew projects that don't ever seem to get done? Or maybe you're looking to build your dream home. Terry's Tool Belt can change out your light bulbs, build you that magnificent custom home, or build anything in between. We are proud members of the Brock community and also serve the surrounding areas. Check out our website at terrystoolbelt.com or give Terry a call, 817-360-6368, to see what we have to offer. Let us help you make your dream projects come to life and get rid of your honeydew list. Go Eagles and Lady Eagles.
Fathom Inc. is proud to sponsor the Brock Eagles and is locally owned and operated, specializing in high-quality printing for schools, churches, and businesses. Custom printed apparel, embroidery, banners, promotional items, and fundraising and spiritware stores, Fathom Inc. will do everything in their power to make sure each order meets their high standards of quality, competitive pricing, and quick delivery time. Call 855-778-4548 for Fathom Inc. If you can fathom it, they can ink it.
Montreal set to kick this one away. Back deep, Levi Dean, Colton Matlock, a quick check out of town. Scoreboard, Aledo 21, Frisco Lone Star 14. The other state semifinals, Sinton 3, West Orange Stark 7. Here it's Carthage 14 and Brock 7. As it will be a pooch kick to the near side. Colton Matlock wants it. It's going to be taken by McKitty as he needs one block. It doesn't come. McKitty's going to make the 28-yard line, and that's where the Brock Eagles offense will begin.
Man, a little scary right there. It looked like they almost had the same kind of tackle they had on McDonald last week, that hip drop tackle, but before he could fall backwards, he was hit and pushed forward. So it will be first down and 10. I think they put this ball at the 28-yard line is where they're going to mark it. First down and 10 here in the Whitestone Meats second quarter.
Mark it at the 28. Here comes Holt Frazier in this offense. 14-7 the score. Two wide receivers to the right and one to the left is how Brock will open this drive. Levi Dean will line up to Frazier's right-hand side. Carthage four-man pressure up front. We're going to get a flag on that far side.
Heads up, we're going to test this ref, Mike.
False start will be the call against the Eagles, so they'll start behind the chains on this drive. First and 15 from the 28, or check that, from the 24. Winner tonight gets the winner of Sinton and West Orange Stark next week. That game a tight one tonight in the first quarter.
And what a big stadium here. There's a pretty good crowd here. You might not think it, but there's a lot of people in this stadium.
First and 15, give it to Dean. He's able to cut back inside, number 25. Zacharian Perley is able to trip him up. A gain of a few there. It's going to set up second down and 12 for the Eagles.
A gain of 3. They get across the 25-yard line. It'll be second down and 13. Thanks for joining us on the Brock Sports Network. If you're listening or if you're having to watch the booth cam, we are glad to have you alongside. I think there might be some difficulties on the Victory Plus broadcast, but hey, here we are. Should have hired us.
Second 13. Snap back. Frazier throws it. Pass caught. That's Braden Ray. He's going to be dropped on that far side. That's number 1, J.D. Edwards. And it's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down, 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, really not what you want to be in a 3rd and 10 situation against this defense. We'll see what Coach Mathis wants to do here. There's going to be a few subs coming in, but 3rd and 10, you've got to get across the 38-yard line for the first down, still in your own territory. And you have 5 wide receivers set here, Bobby.
Now they'll empty the set for Frazier. Clap 3 times, back to pass. In trouble in the backfield. He escapes the first wave. Good block pickup. Throws it across his body, incomplete. He was looking for Braden Ray over there. Now 4th down, 10, and a punt situation for the Eagles.
A nice pickup there as Frazier tried to scramble out of the pocket to his left. He fired a fastball right at the sticks. Just comes up incomplete, so the Eagles will punt here.
It's one of those things, Rob, you cannot be behind the chains against the Bulldogs.
And another thing you don't want to be behind very far is on the scoreboard. Right now, 14-7 Carthage with the Eagles punting. Need that defense to step up here, or maybe
The 11th
punt
of the season for Hamill, as he'll kick it over here to the near side. It's going to be a short kick that's going to take a Carthage bounce, as Carthage is going to begin this drive in plus territory at the Brock 43, as now it's going to be time for that Brock Eagles defense to stiffen up.
Yeah, you need a little bit better punt than that. Coach was talking to him earlier in the week about we can't afford the shank. I think there was a shank last week, or not a very good punt. All the other punts everybody was happy with, but that one right there, not much of a breeze, and if there is any, that was a little bit behind him. But it will end up being a first down and 10 from the plus 44.
The wind is strange. If you look down on the field in the end zone, the flag is hanging straight down. Up here by us, the flag's blowing across this field from the visiting stands to the home stands. Carthage works from right to left in front of us here on 1st and 10 from the 44. And a little trick play. He flips it behind his back to the jet sweep, but Braden Ray comes up and is able to make the tackle on Jaden Jeffress. Gain of 3 there, 2nd down and 7.
We used to run that exact same play in 3rd grade where you pump fake and you let the ball go behind you and the guy's there. And Braden Ray was there, gain of about 2 or 3.
Tempo now for the Bulldogs. Surratt's going to throw it, has time, wants middle, got a man, and he overshoots his intended target there as he had number 18, Bryson Price, streaking.
Defense.
3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. This is what you want. Defense needs to come up stout here. They need to get across the 34. It'll be interesting to see if they don't gain a yard on this play, what will they do? I think if they gain 4 yards, they're probably going to go for it on 4th down. But if you can come up with a stop here, maybe even a negative play, I think Carthage in a tight game, you might see them unless they don't. You'll find out what they think about the Brock offense here in a moment.
From the 42, a 3rd down and 8 upcoming. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right for the Bulldogs. Surratt's going to drop and throw it, looking left all the way, incomplete. His receiver slipped on the near side, and now it's decision time for Coach Surratt on 4th and 8. It's at the Brock 42.
Well, we won't know, guys, because he does a little squib, so we're not going to have a clue.
I think you'll be looking to a base defensive set here by the Eagles. Can't trust it.
I think they'll go for it, guys.
It's 4th and 8 if they do punt. The Eagles were working on this earlier in the week, and Coach Mathis was telling he's not going to back up. He's going to grab it and take 1 step, and so look for maybe a block punt here if they decide to do that.
So he'll be in shotgun with Edwards lined up to his back and right. 4th and 8, they're going to go for it. Surratt wants it all on the left side. On the right side, he overshoots his intended target as this Brock Eagles defense has held. They will take over at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
Turnover on downs, and that's a tricky spot in the field right there to know if they might punt, because if it does go out of the end zone, you're not gaining a whole lot. Maybe you get a pass interference there, but hey, great defense, and we talked about it earlier. I don't think they really want to throw the football. They can, but I don't think that's what they want to do, and the Brock defense now has forced a punt and a turnover on downs.
Brock has moved the ball offensively tonight unless they get behind the chains. They'll start 1st and 10 here from their own 42. 9:44 remains. In a Whitestone Premium meets 2nd quarter, it's Carthage 14 and Brock 7. From the 42, Frazier will have 2 wide receivers to the left. Now he'll move Davis Lee in motion. Fake it to Dean, throw it middle. There's Matlock. Stride for stride there. He's down inside Bulldogs territory right at the sticks. That's a Redfin pulls 1st down at the Carthage 48.
Yeah, he caught that ball, and Tylen Williams was about to unload on him, and some self-preservation there. He got down at the sticks, 1st and 10 across the Prater Designs 50 into Bulldog territory.
8 of 11 for Frazier to start this contest. 1st and 10. Fake the toss to Dean. Now back across the middle. That's the freshman Christensen. And that's going to be a 4-yard gain down to the 44-yard line. As Rob, as we said in pregame, 4 and 5 yards a pop is a good thing.
Yeah, 4-yard gain right there on the pass. You're 2nd and 6. This is, doable situation. You don't want to be 3rd and 25 or 3rd and 10 or 2nd and 25. So 2nd and 6, I like it.
2 wide receivers to the far side. It's Matlock one-on-one near side. Frazier claps twice. He's going to throw it. He's looking Matlock all the way. A little pitch and catch here. for the 70th time of the season. They're going to get Matlock, but not before he reaches the Carthage 37 as yet another Redfin pulls first down for Colton Matlock.
He needed 6. He got 7 on the play. It's going to be another first down. This Brock offense continues to move the football against the Carthage defense, and it's something that we had talked about all through since this time last year. We've kind of talked about it, and throughout the year in our text messages that are off the record, we talked about maybe the makeup of this team would be favorable against Carthage. So far, the offense is looking good.
For the 37, 1st and 10. Pistol formation now. Dean behind Frazier, and he'll go to work off the left side. Levi Dean, the offensive line. Hayden Waller, the lead blocker. Waylon Winfrey, Jack Dieball, Tobin Roger. They open up that left side for Dean. He gets 6 yards to the 31, 2nd and 4.
2nd down 4, nice job. Just follow the big left tackle over there on that left side. Gets up to the 31-yard line. 2nd down 4, manageable situation. 7:49 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Split the receivers, 1 right and 1 left. Same setup in the backfield. Now fake it to Dean. Frazier wants the deep ball. Looking end zone as that pass is deflected as it's intercepted by number 3, Tylen Williams, who's had a heck of a first half. It hits off of the shoulder pads of either Colt or number 12, Harris. It goes into the arms of the Bulldogs, and it's a touchback, 1st and 10, Carthage.
Yeah, it was tipped down there in the end zone. I was hoping at that point it was going to fall incomplete, but Williams comes up with the football. It's going to be a turnover, 1st down and 10, and he did want it. He went to Matlock there. You wanted all of it, and it didn't come up with it, but you've got to take some chances, I think.
So at the 7:36 mark of this Whitestone Premium Meats 2nd quarter, Carthage takes over from their own 20-yard line. Surratt will go under center. And 9 yards behind him, KJ Edwards. Snap back and toss it to Edwards. Cuts it back inside. He's got a seam. Look out here as a great tackle there by Doherty. Saves another touchdown. Edwards gets the Brock 38 and a Carthage first down.
Not many times he gets a full head of steam like that and it doesn't end up in the end zone. That nice touchdown saving tackle there. It's 1st and 10.
Tempo from Surratt. He'll turn and toss it to the right side. Edwards across the 40 as the blue jerseys will converge on him there after a gain of 4 yards to the 42. Give him 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
2nd down coming up. They're going to mark him down at the 42-yard line, so officially a gain of about 4.
Jack Farhat coming up for the Eagles there. Carson Sullivan now checking in for the Eagles. Sullivan will work at that left defensive tackle with Cannon on the other tackle. Brock showing pressure off the edge here. Surratt under center again as he turns and just gives it to Edwards. Breaking tackles. Edwards is going to get a Carthage first down. He's ran out of bounds over there by Doherty and LaRue. Edwards reaches the 49 and another Carthage first down.
It's going to be a gain of 7 that time. Had him in the backfield. He is just hard to bring down. There's a reason he's the all-time leading rusher in Carthage football history, and it would be interesting to see how many of those are after contact, because there's probably a lot of them he never is touched. At that time there, he was touching the backfield and was able to get a first down right at the 49-yard line.
Just like that, we're at the 6:29 mark of a Whitestone Premium Meats 2nd quarter. Carthage leads it 14-7 on the move at their own 49. Snap back in the shotgun, turns and gives it to Edwards. He plows ahead. Dax Hayes is going to get him around the knees, but Edwards gets 12 and another Bulldog first down to the Brock 38.
That's part of it. The good thing is it didn't end up in the end zone. I'll take it, bend but don't break. But we've turned the ball over twice, a fumble through the back of the end zone, an interception in the end zone. It's about time that we get back even in that turnover margin. That right now it's 2-0 in favor of the Bulldogs.
Big possession here as Brock will get the ball to start the second half. They can somehow get off the field here. It's 1st and 10 from their own 38. Surratt in the gun. Now he'll turn in for the first time tonight. We see Benny Smith, and Slade Mathis comes up and makes a great play. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
That is the first time we've called Benny Smith's name. They call him Benny the Bull. He weighs about 200 pounds. He'll run over you. Nice job by the Eagles linebackers to make the stop. It did give Edwards a little bit of a breather. Now Benny Smith back on the sideline, 2nd down and 10. This is their 5th possession of the ball game. 2 touchdowns, a punt, and turnover on downs before this.
Holt, Winfrey, Cannon, and Mathis, the men up front for the Eagles. 2nd down and 10. Edwards back in. Surratt's looking his way under pressure, and it's in and out of the hands of Edwards, and we're going to get a cheap foul over there on a late hit, and I'm not sure how late that was. It looks like the play was just continuing, but I think they're going to get Dax on a late hit.
Man, had maybe a chance to intercept that tipped ball, and I thought we might have a chance at it. Carthage, though, pointing towards the Eagles' end zone. I think it is going to be a personal foul.
So it will be the big variety, the automatic 15-yarder and a big one that will take it all the way down to the Brock 23-yard line. 1st and 10. As you hate to see that because you had Carthage in a 3rd down long situation. Nonetheless, mark it 1st and 10 at the Brock 23. 5:05 remains in this first half. It's been a good state semifinal thus far. Carthage 14, Brock 7. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Surratt will go under center. Edwards, the deep back. Bring a man in motion left or right, and it will be Edwards. Cuts it back inside. He's got a huge hole. Brock's going to get him down, but not before he reaches the 5-yard line. So Carthage will be on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
You hear that mic cutting in and out? That's the ref mic that's trying to work here at the stadium. Here we go.
Tempo now. They'll spread it out and throw it far side. Pass is caught by Edwards. Gage LaRue with a great play, fighting through a block, and it's a loss of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, tried to really quick snap us there and threw it to the far side. No gain on the play. 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big here and hold the Bulldogs out of the end zone.
I beg your pardon. That is Jace Harris, 5'8" sophomore. Wholesale substitution for both teams. Clock rolling, 4:18 remaining. On the McGuire team Clark Real Estate scoreboard, this first half has flown by. This Brock Eagles defense has their backs up against the wall here, as it looks like they're going to take this play clock down, and Coach Surratt will take a Texas butane timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a moment on the Brock Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Zach with Lightfoot Mechanical. For over 40 years, Lightfoot has proudly served the Westoplex community with unmatched expertise in plumbing, heating, air, and electrical services. Founded in 1983, we stand behind our work with a workmanship warranty and upfront pricing. Whether you need a quick repair or a major installation, our seasoned professionals are your trusted experts. Financing options are available to ensure your comfort. Visit us at lightfootmechanical.com for reliable service and peace of mind today.
Hi Eagles fans, it's April Parr with Brock Roofing. We are a proud supporter of both the Eagles and Lady Eagles. If you're looking for a reliable roofer in Parker County or the surrounding areas, look no further than Brock Roofing. We take pride in our craft. Whether you need a repair, replacement, or just a simple inspection, our skilled team will ensure your roof is in top shape, protecting your home and your family. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Jason today at 817-307-6153. Quality, reliable, and peace of mind. That's Brock Roofing. Let's go, Eagles!
Welcome back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain on the production and engineering, doing a heck of a job down there. Jaden Winfrey on that night propane sideline. Carthage, 2nd down goal from the 6.5-yard line. 4:05 remains first half. 4 wide receivers for Surratt. A.J. Edwards lines up to his right-hand side, as now they'll check the defense and look over to Coach Surratt for the play call. We'll go to the out-of-town scoreboard for you in just a moment. And the other big state semifinal tonight, Surratt ready. He's going to throw it, looking left all the way deep part of the end zone, and it's dropped. Intended target was number 15, Jaden Jeffress, a 6'1 junior. And now a big 3rd down goal from the 7.
And he had a receiver there, hit him in the hands in the end zone, and he fumbled it, never came up with the football, out of bounds. So,
Bobby, that pass was on the money. He dropped it right in the basket, and that dude just couldn't hold on to it. They slid all the way into the concrete wall over here. They had so much momentum.
Big target there, Rob. 6'1", 195-pound junior. It's third down goal now for Carthage. Play clock back down to 5. As let's see if he's going to get the play in. Coach Surratt's going to have to use, check that. It's Coach Mathis that uses the Texas butane timeout. It's Carthage 14, Brock 7. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
Keep the Friday night lights on with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. So take control of your game day with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford.
Welcome back to Mesquite Memorial Stadium in a state semifinal. Carthage 14, Brock 7. Carthage has third and goal from the 7.
Jaden on the night propane sideline. What's it like down there in this series?
They're good, man. They're confident. Everybody is confident in what they're doing here. They know what to do. They got this.
Brock has traveled very well. This is a huge crowd here in Mesquite tonight, as most of them standing with noisemakers and horns, whistles, and everything else. Coach Surratt still has this Bulldog offense huddled over there. Stephenville 7, Salina 14 in the second quarter. It's West Orange Stark 14, Sinton 3, as Wall leads Gunner 14-9. Aledo 21-14 over Frisco Lone Star. A big third down goal now from the 7. Surratt will keep Edwards with him to his right side. I'll bring a man that will join Edwards in the backfield. And Edwards will work right to left looking for the edge as a great open field tackle over here. That is
got a flag.
Wade Doherty with a great tackle.
Got a flag. I think you're going to get a hold by Carthage over here on the edge. That's what helped him get down there to the 2-yard line. The referee on the near side threw it.
The decision, Rob, is going to be 4th and goal from the 4 or 3rd and goal from what, the 17?
Holding.
It's going to be holding. I'm sure Coach Mathis is going to take that yardage, and he will. The hold will take them back around the 14-yard line. They'll have 3rd and goal from there. 3:54 remains in this first half.
Now that noise you heard is the ref mic, and we're going to go ahead and kill that thing because it hasn't worked. It's tried to work a couple of times, but not anywhere close to being useful.
Have an eardrum left.
Yeah.
So 3rd and goal. 3:45 remains first half. 1 wide receiver left and 2 right for Surratt. Hard count, no movement from the Eagles.
Ball spotted at the 14-yard line, and now another timeout coming from the Carthage sideline. They want to talk about it on 3rd and goal from their own, what is it, the 14-yard line down there? So a Texas Butane timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break with them and be back. This is Brock Football on the Brock Sports Network.
Hello, this is Pastor Clark Bozier. I am the pastor of the Willow Park Baptist Church, which is located at 777 Crown Point Boulevard in Willow Park, Texas. Willow Park Baptist Church is a proud sponsor of Brock High School. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally invite you and your family to attend one of our Sunday morning services at 8:30 or 10, and again that evening at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, willowparkbaptist.org. Willow Park Baptist Church. We are a church on an eternal mission.
Brock Eagles football is brought to you by Generator Supercenter and by Brock Roofing and Construction. 3:31 remains in what has been an eventful first half of the state semifinal from Mesquite. Carthage has 3rd down goal from the 14. And let's see if this Brock Eagles defense can step up here. As we said, they get the ball coming out of the half.
We talked about Edwards in the pregame. They got 4 Division I guys, 3 of them going to the SEC. One of the linebackers going to Texas A&M, 1 going to Colorado. Of course, Edwards going to Texas A&M as the number 2 recruit overall in the state of Texas.
It's 3rd and goal, 3 wide receivers for Surratt. snap back, fakes it to Edwards, now pivots and gives it to Edwards on a little slip screen, and Edwards inside the 5. Brock gets him down at around the 3.5-yard line. So 4th down goal from there, and decision time now for Coach Surratt.
I think we all know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it here too, but that was just a kind of a play they drew up over there on the sideline in the dirt. You fake it to Edwards, then he goes and runs a little curl route, and you hit it to him, and he gets down to the, the 3-yard line. Okay, 4th and goal from the 3.
Look for number 2 here, guys. They brought in Crawford on this play.
All right, play of the game thus far on 4th down goal. Coach Mathis streaking down to the sideline, and he gets that Texas butane timeout called. We'll take it with him. 2:48 remains first half. Carthage 14, Brock 7.
Greystone Castle is a proud 3-time Orvis-endorsed Wing Shooting Lodge of the Year, located just 30 miles west of Brock, Texas. Greystone is a premier sporting facility offering some of the finest hunting experiences, as well as full-service corporate retreats in a unique setting to accomplish the goals of your team. Visit us at GreystoneCastle.com and experience Texas hospitality in an extraordinary setting.
Glad you're along with us. This state semifinal from a great Mesquite Memorial Stadium. Brock trails 14-7. The defense trying to get off the field here. It's 4th and goal Carthage from the 3.
What do you think is going to happen here, Bobby? You think they're over there drawing up another play? They're going to send in Benny the Bull, or are they going to – what do you expect out of them?
I think with the play fake, with all eyes on KJ Edwards, I think it's a play fake, roll Surratt, and into the end zone. Night Propane calls the sideline. Jaden, what do you think?
Well, guys, the last possession, we went in a 3-man front with a nose guard because we felt like we knew a pass was coming. We're back out here in a 4-man front up here now, so I think they're going to give it to their stable back.
We know that all eyes will be on him. Let's see if Coach Surratt pulls it. It's 4th and goal from the 3. Play of the game thus far. Surratt will go in shotgun with Edwards to his right. He'll give last-minute instruction. Now he'll go under center. He's going to throw it. Throws the fade. Far side. Pass is caught. Touchdown number 2, Carson Crawford, the 6'3 senior, as Carthage has extended their lead.
He just took the snap and one-step drop and fired it out there to Crawford. He made a good over-the-shoulder catch. Wasn't the best throw, but it was efficient. It got there. He was able to haul it in. It puts 6 more points on the board. It's now 20-7. Carthage, 2:43 to go here in the Whitestone Meet second.
Christian Monreal, the senior kicker, set for this extra point. Good snap, good hold. Monreal's extra point up and good. 21-7, Carthage leads. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
This is Heath Wallace. For over 26 years, Wallace Spray Foam has been delivering the finest in commercial roofing and commercial residential spray foam. I'm also the proud owner of Ameritech Services, providing concrete construction and TPO roofing systems. Call Wallace or Ameritech to see concrete, spray foam, and roofing done right. There's no job too big or too small. Visit us at wallacesprayfoam.com or atx-concrete.com.
You need to call Wallace Spray Foam. You need to call Wallace Spray Foam.
The Brock Sports Network is made possible by the support of our community sponsors. These local businesses believe in our athletes, our schools, and the pride of being a Brock Eagle. When you hear their names during our broadcasts, remember they're the ones helping us bring you every touchdown, every sack, and every victory. Be sure to thank them with your business and your support. Together we're building community, celebrating excellence, and cheering on the Eagles. Thanks to the proud sponsors of the Brock Sports Network.
Welcome back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth from Mesquite, Texas. Carthage just extends their lead 21-7. Brock will have 2:43 and 1 timeout at their pocket. Monreal now with another pooch kick here to the near side. Dean's trying to get over there, and that ball's on the turf. Dean's able to fall on it. It sit there forever. Brock will have 1st and 10 from the 25.
Eagles are trying to stack Matlock and Dean back there and try to keep Carthage from knowing exactly where Matlock is going to be. That time it backfired. They kick it over here short, away from the middle of the field. It takes a backwards bounce right in front of a Carthage Bulldog, and the Eagles lucky really to get back on that football. 1st and 10 from their own 25.
We've got 2:43 remaining on the McGuire Team Clark Real Estate first half scoreboard. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Matlock in motion right to left. As give it to Dean straight ahead. Maybe a yard there. He's going to be hit and dropped. That is number 99 for Carthage. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Caleb Smith, a 6'1 junior, 230 pounds in on the tackle, playing. Looks like he's over there on that right defensive end. And whatever was supposed to happen on that play up front didn't happen because the Carthage defensive line was there. And the Eagles might take this down to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah,
I think they're going to.
12 on the play clock. They can do it here as Coach Christians looks like he's going to run it down. It will be the 2-minute timeout. It is Carthage 21 and Brock 7. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
Teskey's Saddle Shop is one of the most trusted names in the Western industry. With over 100,000 square feet of bits and spurs, saddle, tack and feed, and supplies, they also have the latest Western fashion in the boutique with names such as Cinch, Wrangler, Ariat, North Face, STS, and many more. And don't forget about Teskey's Outdoors with everything from hunting gear, ammunition, scopes, and all the best in outdoor wear. Call 599-3400 or visit them online at teskeys.com.
Greetings to all you fans of the Brock Eagles. This is Mr. Jim from MrJim's.Pizza. Whether you choose one of my signature pizzas or create your own, your pizza is made just for you. Your Mr. Jim's.Pizza is baked to perfection and sent out the door to your home. Go to MrJim's.Pizza, that's MRJIMS.Pizza, and order now. Use the code EAGLES and get 15% off your entire order. Go Eagles!
2nd and 9. Throw it out to the far side. Dean's caught it. A couple yards there. He's up to the 28-yard line. It's going to set up 3rd down 7 for the Eagles offense. Clock rolling, 1:45. As now it's going to be, looks like Scott Surratt's going to kill it. And a Texas Butane timeout here. And now, Rob, you got to be careful. 3rd and 7, not giving it back to them.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing here, burning their last timeout to force the Eagles to convert a 1st down right here. If not, the Eagles punt it back to them on the next play. Of course, it'll be probably under a minute to go, but as explosive as they've been, this is a good timeout for Coach Surratt. He knows Brock's getting the opening kickoff in the 2nd half, and he would like nothing more than to put another touchdown on the board here in the 1st and kind of gain a little bit more of an advantage.
Night propane call to the sideline. Jaden, are you aggressive here?
You got to get the 1st, guys. You can't get it back in their hands and take a chance Edwards bust one. You've got to keep possession of this thing.
Aledo 28, Frisco Lone Star 21. That game almost at halftime. Grandview leads Peaster at half 7-3. Here Carthage 21, Brock 7. It's 3rd down 7 from the Eagle 28. 1:46 remains in this first half. 4 wide receivers for Holt Frazier. He'll clap once, steps up into the pocket, fires, and it is intercepted. Far side, number 6, Trey Gant, a 6-foot senior, puts Carthage in business again at the Brock 34.
Trey Gant, he just read that route, and I think he ran a better route on it than the Brock receiver did, and he threw it right to him over there, right at the sticks. It's going to be 1st and 10, and that's of all the things that needed to happen, that was the worst one.
So 1:41. The Bulldogs are out of timeouts, and now it is imperative that this Brock Eagles defense gets this stop. Only down 2 scores right now. 1:41 remains. Coach Mathis has 1 timeout at his disposal as Surratt brings this offense on, as it will be KJ Edwards deep. Surratt will go under center from the 34. Turn and toss it. Edwards is breaking tackles inside the 30, and he's down around the 25-yard line. Slade Mathis chases him down, but Edwards is going to get 9 yards there, 2nd down 1.
Broke 3 tackles before he was finally brought down at the 25-yard line. It's 2nd and a short 1.
They go tempo here. Turn, give it to Edwards. Bounces outside with a flag. As the Brock defense is able to stop him for no gain on the play, we'll check the flag as it sits at the 24-yard line. Clock stops 1:11 remaining first half.
I think it is going to be on the Bulldogs as a white hat goes over and says something to Surratt, the quarterback, about maybe his cadence or the snap on the play, but it did come in right at the line of scrimmage from the far sideline on that Carthage sideline.
Near official talking with Coach Mathis about the mark-off. 1:11 remains. Edwards stopped for no gain on the play. Brock will take the mark-off, still waiting on the call. Illegal formation against the Bulldogs, so it backs them up to the 30, and that makes it 2nd down and 6. Now 3 wide receivers for Surratt. Clock stopped and now rolling. 1:08 remaining in a Whitestone Premium Meats second quarter. Flip Edwards over to Surratt's left side. Surratt claps twice, looking left all the way, throwing left as miscommunication there, pass intended. Number 18, Bryston Price, and now 3rd down 6 upcoming.
Well, I don't know what happened on that because that guy was wide open and he threw the ball nowhere close. And I don't know if it slipped out of his hands or if somebody ran the wrong route, but he was wide open, and Surratt and him were not on the same page. It falls incomplete, stops the clock with 55 seconds left. 3rd down 6, and Carthage can be aggressive. They're probably in 4-down territory right now.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to stop them twice here on 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Twins left, single receiver right under center this time. Turns, gives it to Edwards. Edwards, Waylon Winfrey's got him. He escapes inside the 20, down to around the 17-yard line. Clock will stop while the chain's set. 48 seconds remaining. Carthage on the move now at the Brock 18-yard line.
Gain of 13, broke a tackle right at the line of scrimmage and got into that 2nd, 3rd level. 1st down for Carthage inside the red zone at the 18.
Clock rolling, no timeouts for Coach Surratt. 30 seconds remaining. Surratt shotgun, looking left, and he overshoots his intended target. J.D. Edwards stopping the clock with 27 seconds remaining. 2nd down 10 upcoming.
And once again, the receiver open. He just overshot him. It would have been, a gain of 7 or 8 on the play, and it wasn't anywhere close. I think that's, if you can make Carthage have to throw the football, they're going to complete some, but they're not. I don't know that Surratt I don't think he's committed anywhere that I saw, but it is going to be 2nd down 10 coming up.
Carson Sullivan now checking in. 2nd down long. Shotgun for Surratt, going to throw it, looking right, throwing right, got a man wide open, toe touch, touchdown, Junior Henderson, and Carthage has opened up a lead here with 21 seconds remaining, 1st half.
And he threw that right to the pylon. His receiver caught it, 2 hands, got his toes in just before he went out of bounds. He took a big shot after that and tried to make the ball come loose, but he held on to it. The score 27-7, extra point coming up.
Monreal is on for the extra point. Carson Crawford will hold it. Good snap, good hold. Monreal's extra point. It's up, it's good. It's Carthage 28, Brock 7. We're back in a moment.
Hi, this is Seth Bowman, former Brock Eagles state championship winning quarterback and current owner of Core Chiropractic and Sports Therapy in Weatherford, Texas. At Core, we treat patients of all ages and sizes but specialize in athletic injuries. We are proud to offer state-of-the-art treatments such as chiropractic adjustments, dry needling, soft tissue therapy, rehabilitative exercises, and more. If you or someone you know wants to get back to living a pain-free life, give us a call at 817-341-6800. Thank you, and go Eagles.
Hungry for great tacos in a fun atmosphere? Come visit the Hungry Jalapeno in Brock, where flavor meets community. We're serving up fresh tacos, cold drinks, and good times every day. At the Hungry Jalapeno, we're proud to support local and love the community we call home. Find us at 2104 FM 1189 in Brock. Call us at 817-609-8000 or check out the menu at thehungryjalapeno.com. The Hungry Jalapeno, where Brock comes together for great food and great times.
Christian Monreal, the senior kicker, will kick this one away. Junior Henderson from Jet Surratt just opens up a 28-7 Carthage lead, and a pooch kick down the middle. Another dangerous return. That ball is on the turf, still on the turf as disaster has struck. Carthage will take over at the Brock 29. They still have 17 seconds remaining.
And just another squib kick that didn't go very deep. It was bouncing around, and get the football bouncing around, you never know where it's going to go. And it was loose for a while. Carthage got on it at the 30-yard line, maybe the 29-yard line, where they're going to mark them down. So an extra possession here. They're going to try to go up 35-7.
Yep, they've got 17 seconds, as we said. No timeouts. We've got a penalty flag back here as they're going to re-kick this. That is a huge penalty.
Wow. Something against the Bulldogs that's going to give Brock another chance, and they're going to have to draw something up at halftime in this special team kickoff receiving team, because there's been 2 in a row that have been too close, and you got just real lucky right there that that's not an extra possession to try to make it 35-7 before a half.
Yeah, that is a huge gift there. So we'll re-kick this. Night Propane call to the sideline. Jaden, you dodged disaster there.
Yeah, guys, that one was one you definitely couldn't afford to take.
So Monreal will tee this one back up. As let's see if this Brock Eagles special teams can spark some magic here and get a big return. 28-7, it's time to light the fuse here for the Eagles. Back deep will be Colton Matlock and Levi Dean. They stand at the 10. Now they move those up backs. It's Charles Hibbler and McKitty. They'll stand at their 37.
Well, one of the Brock sideline personnel had to pick up the flag. It was still laying on the sideline, but it is going to be back to the 35-yard line. See what Brock does different on this kickoff.
Monreal will try the other side with the pooch kick. Coming up is Colton Matlock. Matlock needs a block outside. He's going to break one tackle. Matlock out to the 42-yard line. So the Eagles will have 11 seconds as late flags are going to fly here.
Carthage clapping. So this might be against the Eagles and not what you want to do going into the locker room. The wheels trying to come off here.
So they'll sort this one out momentarily. 11 seconds remaining. Brock taking over.
I say that now. Number 99, Caleb Smith for Carthage, has his hands in the air, his palms up. Now all the officials will get together and talk about this. 11 seconds remain here in the Whitestone Meats second quarter. It's 28-7, Carthage leading as they try to sort this out before the half. Jaden, did you see anything down there that what they might be talking about?
Well, it started with a taunt. The guy was standing over him, taunting on top of him, throwing his arms up and down at him. And then I think somebody got him out of the way, and there you go.
And it's another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against both teams. So those fouls will offset as Brock will retain possession at the 42. First down 10. I'm not sure what they do with 11 seconds here. Down 28-7.
Yeah, thanks to Night Propane bringing us our call to the sideline. Jaden down there. Roaming the sidelines. He'll have Coach Mathis going into the locker room here in a short amount of time.
Frazier will bring this offense on from the 42. They'll show 4 wide receivers. Levi Dean, the lone setback. Carthage will slip a man up on that right side. Frazier back to pass. He's under pressure, throws it near side. Davis Lee's got it. Lee inside Carthage territory. Coach Mathis trying to get a Texas Butane timeout. It'll be a Redfin Pools first down 10 from the Carthage 37 when we come back on the Brock Sports Network.
Texas Pawfection is a veteran-owned business that has been a proud member of the Brock community since 2017. With 19 years of pet grooming experience, our mission is to make every pet in our care feel loved, comfortable, and look fabulous. Call the salon today to book your pet's spa appointment. 682-368-0948. We would love to pamper your pets.
Back to Mesquite Memorial Stadium, a state semifinal. Snowballed a little bit here on the Brock Eagles. It's 28-7 Carthage. 5 seconds remain. Brock has the ball first and 10 at the Carthage 37. Now Brock out of timeouts.
Be huge if you could put it in the end zone right here. You've probably got time for just one play. I think Carthage will send a bunch of guys back deep, but if you could somehow come out of here with a touchdown and get the ball back, you'd still be behind, but you'd have some momentum.
So Frazier will bring the offense on. Braden Ray, Charles Hibbler to the far side. This near side is Davis Lee, Colt Matlock, and Kason Christensen. Empty set for Frazier. He's going to be forced out of the pocket to the right, and he's going to be ran out of bounds, and that is how this half will end. Carthage 28, Brock 7. Frazier was thrown 9 yards out of bounds on that play.
Kind of slow getting up too, but now he's up.
We'll get Jaden and Coach with the E&Z Exteriors halftime interview coming up. Carthage will take a halftime lead into the locker room, 28-7, as we'll throw it down to Jaden with Coach.
And they've got all the momentum. Take it away, Jaden.
All right, Coach.
What's your question, Jaden?
28-7, what do we say to the guys in there?
Yeah, we got to come back out. We got to be better. Can't have turnovers. We got to do a better job on defense, right? They're throwing the ball well on us. We're not making the plays when we need to. So we got to come back, reload, come back out, one play at a time. One play at a time.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Coach. That's the E&Z Exteriors halftime interview. We head to a Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show. It's Carthage 28, Brock 7. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
Are you tired of the same old fitness routine? Are you ready to unleash your inner athlete and take your workouts to the next level? Introducing CrossFit Brock, the ultimate gym experience for those who crave a challenge and results that will transform your body and mind. Take the first step towards a stronger, fitter you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your free trial session today. CrossFit Brock, where fitness meets community and greatness is achieved.
I'm Dr. Ryan Cate with Riverstone Veterinary Group, with clinics in Brock and Weatherford. We're proud to care for your pets and your livestock at both locations.
If somebody's starting out and you need a recommendation, he's by far one of the best vets in the state of Texas.
Very friendly, very accommodating, and it's the only place we bring our pets.
From checkups to grooming to boarding, our professional team treats your animals like family. Riverstone Veterinary Group, care you can trust right here at home.
Hungry, Brock? It's time to head to the spot. We're serving up smash burgers, crispy chicken strips, fresh wraps, salads, wings, and hand-spun milkshakes. Always fresh, always delicious. At the spot, we're more than just great food. We're proud to be a part of this community, supporting local events, schools, and families right here in Brock. And when you're on the go, ordering is easy. Just hop online to thespotbrock.com and we'll have your meal ready in no time. So whether it's game day, family night, or just a craving, you know where to go. The Spot, Brock's place to eat, meet, and enjoy.
Do you have some honeydew projects that don't ever seem to get done? Or maybe you're looking to build your dream home. Terry's Tool Belt can change out your light bulbs, build you that magnificent custom home, or build anything in between. We are proud members of the Brock community and also serve the surrounding areas. Check out our website at terrystoolbelt.com or give Terry a call, 817-360-6368, to see what we have to offer. Let us help you make your dream projects come to life and get rid of your honeydew list. Go Eagles and Lady Eagles.
Fathom Inc. is proud to sponsor the Brock Eagles and is locally owned and operated, specializing in high-quality printing for schools, churches, and businesses. Custom printed apparel, embroidery, banners, promotional items, and fundraising and spiritware stores, Fathom Inc. will do everything in their power to make sure each order meets their high standards of quality, competitive pricing, and quick delivery time. Call 855-778-4548 for Fathom Inc. If you can fathom it, they can ink it.
Hey everyone, this is Zach with Lightfoot Mechanical. For over 40 years, Lightfoot has proudly served the Westoplex community with unmatched expertise in plumbing, heating, air, and electrical services. Founded in 1983, we stand behind our work with a workmanship warranty and upfront pricing. Whether you need a quick repair or a major installation, our seasoned professionals are your trusted experts. Financing options are available to ensure your comfort. Visit us at lightfootmechanical.com for reliable service and peace of mind today.
Hi Eagles fans, it's April Parr with Brock Roofing. We are a proud supporter of both the Eagles and Lady Eagles. If you're looking for a reliable roofer in Parker County or the surrounding areas, look no further than Brock Roofing. We take pride in our craft. Whether you need a repair, replacement, or just a simple inspection, our skilled team will ensure your roof is in top shape, protecting your home and your family. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Jason today at 817-307-6153. Quality, reliable, and peace of mind. That's Brock Roofing. Let's go, Eagles!
Welcome back to Brock Eagles football here in Mesquite. It's 28-7. Carthage leads the Eagles here at halftime. Halftime show coming up. The Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show coming up in 2 minutes on the Brock Sports Network.
Keep the Friday night lights on with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. So take control of your game day with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford.
Hello, this is Pastor Clark Bozier. I am the pastor of the Willow Park Baptist Church, which is located at 777 Crown Point Boulevard in Willow Park, Texas. Willow Park Baptist Church is a proud sponsor of Brock High School. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally invite you and your family to attend one of our Sunday morning services at 8:30 or 10, and again that evening at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, willowparkbaptist.org. Willow Park Baptist Church. We are a church on an eternal mission.
Greystone Castle is a proud 3-time Orvis-endorsed Wing Shooting Lodge of the Year, located just 30 miles west of Brock, Texas. Greystone is a premier sporting facility offering some of the finest hunting experiences, as well as full-service corporate retreats in a unique setting to accomplish the goals of your team. Visit us at greystonecastle.com and experience Texas hospitality in an extraordinary setting.
This is Heath.
Welcome back to a Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show. Here from Mesquite tonight, Carthage wins that first half 28-7. Ron.
Well, thanks to three turnovers?
Yep.
A fumble that at the 5-yard line that went out of the back of the end zone, an interception in the end zone, and then that last interception right there when a punt was not what you wanted, but it was what you wanted. But instead of an interception in their own territory, it turned into 7 points, and Carthage is just too good to turn the ball over. And the Eagles offense early had been moving the football up and down the field, and you thought, okay, just clean some things up and we're in the ball game. And then all of a sudden the offense kind of sputtered, and look up at halftime, you're down 28-7. One of the things you did not want to do is be behind on the scoreboard very far, because they're really good. Let's get that straight. And they're too good to try to make up a big deficit. Right now you're at 28-7, and the Eagles are going to have to come out in the second half and put some points on the board on that first possession. Looking at the first half, Carthage started with the football at their own 9-yard line, a good play by the Brock kickoff team. However, on the third play of the drive, they hand it to KJ Edwards. He takes it 82 yards around the right side to get things started on the scoreboard. At that point, made it 7-0. It was a 3-play drive, went 91 yards, took 1:36 off the clock. Brock took over in their next possession and marched the football right down the field. They had it at their own 45-yard line after a short kickoff. Went 5 plays, had it down at the 5-yard line. A false start backed it up to the 9. And then on the next play, they handed off straight ahead in a fumble at the 5-yard line. When they took our legs out from under us, feet went in the air, the ball came out, the ball went out the back of the end zone. It was a touchback. It went to Carthage, and it was their football, 1st down and 10 at their own 20. The Brock defense steps up and forces a 3-and-out and a punt. Eagles take over at their own 44-yard line, 6:44 to go in the first quarter at this point, and they put together a 9-play drive going 56 yards. It took 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock, and it was capped off by a 3-yard touchdown pass from Frazier to Lee, and it tied the ball game up 7-7 there with 1:49 to go in the first quarter. Carthage took over at their own 30-yard line, and 4 plays later, it was a 31-yard touchdown pass from Surratt to Henderson. It was 4 plays on the drive, 70 yards, took 1:55 off the clock, and it made the score 14-7. The next possession for the Eagles ended in a punt, a 3-and-out from their own 28-yard line. Bulldogs took over inside the Eagles' territory at the plus 44, but the Eagles defense comes up with a turnover on downs. They went 4 plays and could not convert, and a turnover on downs, a big play there by the Brock Eagles defense. Ensuing possession, 4 plays, but a 7-yard pass was intercepted. No, this is the one that was intercepted in the end zone. They threw it deep for Matlock in the end zone to try to tie things up, and it was tipped and went into the hands of Carthage. It was another touchback in Carthage football at the 20-yard line. Bulldogs put together a 10-play drive at that point, 7:36 to go in the first half, 10 plays, 80 yards, 4:45 off the clock, capped off by a 3-yard touchdown pass from Surratt to Crawford. Ensuing possession for the Eagles. They get it with 2:43 to go in the first half, and they go 2 plays, and on the 3rd play, they throw an interception. Carthage takes over at the 34-yard line going in. It took them 5 plays to score, 34 yards on the drive, took 1:20 off the clock, an 18-yard pass from Surratt to Henderson once again, and that made the score 28-7. There was almost disaster on the kickoff. Carthage got on a loose ball, but a penalty at the line gave the Eagles another chance. They took over, went a couple of plays, a run play for 2 yards, a pass play for 20 yards, and then the clock ran out. And at the half, it's 28-7. Carthage leading. Let's look at some Ryan McDonald State Farm stats. Bobby, you got any?
First downs. Carthage had 9 first downs to Brock's 7. Total plays is even. Brock 28 and Carthage 25. The biggest thing is those big runs from Edwards. Total yardage for Carthage of 301 to Brock's 148. 12 yards per play for Carthage to Brock's 5.3. Through the air for the Eagles, 111 yards. For the Bulldogs, 149, 152 on the ground. For the Bulldogs, 37 for your Brock Eagles. But Rob, the biggest thing in that first half, those 3 turnovers for your Brock Eagles.
Yeah, especially the one at the 5-yard line. You had the ball inside the 5 going in, and then a false start backs you up to the 9 or 10-yard line, and then just a hit that basically did a flip in the air, and the ball came out, just went out the back of the end zone. It really, that first 2 or 3 possessions really reminded me of last year's game where you had chances but you just couldn't convert, and all of a sudden a big play the other way and just takes all the wind out of your sails. But the pass down here in the end zone that was intercepted, I mean, it was tipped. Okay, but that last one right there, it gave it to them inside their own. That one turned into points in their own territory. And, man, those turnovers have been costly tonight.
Alton Frazier in that first half, 12 of 17, 116. He had the touchdown. Levi Dean, a first half that had 10 rushes for 43 yards. As through the air, Colton Matlock, 5 receptions, 56 yards. Charles Hibbler, 1 for 21. Braden Way, 1 for 5. Davis Lee, 3 for 30. Dean caught 1 out of the backfield, 1 for 3. And that is your Ryan McDonald State Farm halftime stats. As guys, let's bring it in here. So Brock trails 28-7. At the end of the day, you get the ball to start this half. You go down and you cut this lead in half, and then you're in business.
Well, Coach Mathis talked about it right there when he was talking to Jaden. Come back out and 1 play at a time. You got to clean some stuff up. And, he seemed like he was kind of thinking, okay, what am I going to tell my guys to come in here and fire them up to play this, make sure they're not deflated to come out in the second half. But if, a friend of mine always said the most important possession is the first one in the third quarter. You have to come out and put some points on the board, and I think you're going to see the Brock offensive staff maybe starting to get creative. They're going to pull some of those things they've had up their sleeve. You might see some end around, some reverses, some flea flickers and stuff like that. They practice those things throughout the week. Ben practiced them from early in the season, so I'm sure they've got a page full of them. I don't know if you need a page full of them, but you're going to need a couple to try to cut into this lead.
Jaden, last week it was a tie ball game, and Brock came out and took over in that third quarter. You're looking for more of the same tonight.
Yeah, I think it's more of the same, but we got to get back to what makes Brock. And guys, it's running the ball. And I know that we are down by 3 scores, but we got to stay true to our identity and keep their offense off the field and march down there. We need a good 10-play drive, get ourselves back established, get our nerves calm, go down there and stick it in the end zone. And then we got to try to figure out a way that we're going to have to get some stops on this thing, guys. This is our ball game. We should be in it. We've had 3 turnovers, and we're down by 3 scores. When you play a team like Carthage, they're going to capitalize on turnovers. That's part of it, and we have to do the same. But second half, we have to get some turnovers to go with it. We got to get some help.
All right, let's go to that out-of-town scoreboard. Aledo leads Frisco Lone Star at halftime 28-21. South Oak Cliff leads Melissa 21-10 at the Cotton Bowl tonight. Salina 14, Stephenville 7 at half. It is West Orange Stark getting a lead on Sinton in the third quarter, 21-3. Peaster leads Grandview 10-7 now in the third quarter. And it is Wall 28, Gunter 25. That game in the fourth quarter. You are listening to a Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show. We're back in a moment.
Wallace. For over 26 years, Wallace Spray Foam has been delivering the finest in commercial roofing and commercial residential spray foam. I'm also the proud owner of Retakes Services, providing concrete construction and TPO roofing systems. Call Wallace or Retakes to see concrete, spray foam, and roofing done right. There's no job too big or too small. Visit us at wallacesprayfoam.com or atx-concrete.com.
You need to call Wallace, Wallace Spray Foam. You need to call Wallace, Wallace Spray Foam.
The Brock Sports Network is made possible by the support of our community sponsors. These local businesses believe in our athletes, our schools, and the pride of being a Brock Eagle. When you hear their names during our broadcasts, remember they're the ones helping us bring you every touchdown, every sack, and every victory. Be sure to thank them with your business and your support. Together we're building community, celebrating excellence, and cheering on the Eagles. Thanks to the proud sponsors of the Brock Sports Network.
Teskey's Saddle Shop is one of the most trusted names in the Western industry. With over 100,000 square feet of bits and spurs, saddle, tack and feed, and supplies, they also have the latest Western fashion in the boutique with names such as Cinch, Wrangler, Ariat, North Face, STS, and many more. And don't forget about Teskey's Outdoors with everything from hunting gear, ammunition, scopes, and all the best in outdoor wear. Call 599-3400 or visit them online at teskeys.com.
Greetings to all you fans of the Brock Eagles. This is Mr. Jim from MrJims.Pizza. Whether you choose one of my signature pizzas or create your own, your pizza is made just for you. Your Mr. Jims.Pizza is baked to perfection and sent out the door to your home. Go to MrJims.Pizza, that's MRJIMS.Pizza, and order now. Use the code EAGLES and get 15% off your entire order. Go Eagles!
Hi, this is Seth Bowman, former Brock Eagles state championship winning quarterback and current owner of Core Chiropractic and Sports Therapy in Weatherford, Texas. At Core, we treat patients of all ages and sizes but specialize in athletic injuries. We are proud to offer state-of-the-art treatments such as chiropractic adjustments, dry needling, soft tissue therapy, rehabilitative exercises, and more. If you or someone you know wants to get back to living a pain-free life, give us a call at 817-341-6800. Thank you, and go Eagles.
Hungry for great tacos in a fun atmosphere? Come visit the Hungry Jalapeno in Brock, where flavor meets community. We're serving up fresh tacos, cold drinks, and good times every day. At the Hungry Jalapeno, we're proud to support local and love the community we call home. Find us at 2104 FM 1189 in Brock, call us at 817-609-8000, or check out the menu at thehungryjalapeno.com. The Hungry Jalapeno, where Brock comes together for great food and great times.
Texas Pawfection is a veteran-owned business that has been a proud member of the Brock community since 2017. With 19 years of pet grooming experience, our mission is to make every pet in our care feel loved, comfortable, and look fabulous. Call the salon today to book your pet's spa appointment. 682-368-0948. We would love to pamper your pets.
Are you tired of the same old fitness routine? Are you ready to unleash your inner athlete and take your workouts to the next level? Introducing CrossFit Brock, the ultimate gym experience for those who crave a challenge and results that will transform your body and mind. Take the first step towards a stronger, fitter you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your free trial session today. CrossFit Brock, where fitness meets community and greatness is achieved.
I'm Dr. Ryan Cate with Riverstone Veterinary Group, with clinics in Brock and Weatherford. We're proud to care for your pets and your livestock at both locations.
If somebody's starting out and you need a recommendation, he's by far one of the best vets in the state of Texas.
Very friendly, very accommodating, and it's the only place we bring our pets.
From checkups to grooming to boarding, Our professional team treats your animals like family. Riverstone Veterinary Group, care you can trust right here at home.
Welcome back to a Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain up here in the Fathom Inc. broadcast booth. Jaden Winfrey on that Night Propane sideline. Okay, coming out. What's the first drive look like, Rob?
Well, I think you've still got to stay on the ground. You've got to be able to run the football. I don't think you can just say, forget it, we're not running the football anymore. We're just going to pass our way back into this. I think you should just do what you've been doing. Do what we were doing when we were moving the ball up and down the field. Make the adjustments to be able to get back to that point, and then just clean it up. You get down inside the 5-yard line, those have to be points. You didn't score earlier, but you can't get that opportunity back now. You threw an interception in the end zone. You can't get that back now, but you can go start chipping away at this. Your defense has got a couple of stops. You're going to have to tackle when Carthage gets the ball. You're going to have to tackle at first contact, and that's I guess if I'm telling people 14 teams that also can't figure out how to tackle number 0 Edwards, but you got to find a way to get more hats to the ball and get him down before he gets 10 or 12 yards. Get him at the line of scrimmage or a gain of 5. It's either 2 or 92 for him, it seems like. But you just got to start chipping away at it and march down the field. You got to be patient, but your defense is going to have to come up and get some stops. And you've got 2 so far, but you've given up 3 turnovers. So,
Jaden, you are 1 score away here from getting back in this ball game.
Yes, I mean, guys, you got to do what you do best. Establish a run, control the clock, and we got to get stops on defense, and we're going to have to come up with a turnover somewhere in this thing. We have to. And I mean, now it falls in the hands of, we do got to have a turnover here. We got to have it. We got to get some breaks. They got 3 turnovers first half. We got to get a couple of breaks to get ourselves back in this. We know how potent their offense is. I think it's still the same game plan. Keep them off the field, drive it down there, and make good on every opportunity you get.
And Rob, we were just talking, it was all KJ Edwards in that first half. Now with a big lead, they're probably going to flip this over to Benny Smith and let him pound away 4 and 5 at a time.
That's a good strategy if that's what they're going to do. You've got the Brock defense with a half of football under their belt, and you're going to bring a guy in that weighs 200. He's hard to tackle. He'll run right over you, and I've seen him on the field 1 time tonight. Yep. 1 play for no gain, but I don't know if that's the strategy they're going to take. But 28-7, I don't know that Carthage is just real comfortable right there. I think they want to get this out to a 5-score game before they start feeling real comfortable about their chances of playing at AT&T next week. But hey, 28. If either coach, you said, hey, you're going to be up 28-7 at halftime, I think both coaches would have said, I'll take that 28-7 lead.
Yep.
And it's Coach Surratt who's got it.
Yep. All right, Jaden, your thoughts coming out here in the third quarter?
It's what I said, guys. You've got to take the ball down here and score. You got to go down there and put it in the end zone, and then you got to get some stops on defense and hope for some turnovers. And you're going to scratch and claw your way back in this. You have to. You have to scratch and claw your way back in this thing, and that's how you do it. But I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Benny second half as well. I think they're going to put Benny in there, and they're going to try to pound the ball and run the clock and slow this game way down when they get the ball, go on the long drives that we talked about going on.
Well, why don't you just go over there and ask Coach Surratt? You're down there. Go ask him what he's going to do so we'll know for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea.
All right, you've been listening to a Mr. Jim's Pizza halftime show. Coming up next, we'll flip it to a Sonic drive-in third quarter. It's Carthage 28, Brock 7. Brock Eagles football continues in a moment.
It's time to head to the spot. We're serving up smash burgers, crispy chicken strips, fresh wraps, salads, wings, and hand-spun milkshakes. Always fresh, always delicious. At the spot, we're more than just great food. We're proud to be a part of this community, supporting local events, schools, and families right here in Brock. And when you're on the go, ordering is easy. Just hop online to thespotbrock.com and we'll have your meal ready in no time. So whether it's game day, family night, or just a craving, you know where to go. The Spot, Brock's place to eat, meet, and enjoy.
Do you have some honeydew projects that don't ever seem to get done? Or maybe you're looking to build your dream home. Terry's Tool Belt can change out your light bulbs, build you that magnificent custom home, or build anything in between. We are proud members of the Brock community and also serve the surrounding areas. Check out our website at terrystoolbelt.com or give Terry a call, 817-360-6368, to see what we have to offer. Let us help you make your dream projects come to life and get rid of your honey-do list. Go Eagles and Lady Eagles.
Brock Eagles football is brought to you by Generator Supercenter and by Brock Roofing and Construction from Mesquite Memorial Stadium. State semifinal that will flip over to the third quarter here, where Brock will receive the opening kick of this second half. And a big shout out to the Brock Lady Eagles basketball team listening from Fort Smith, Arkansas. They are in a huge tournament up there. Shout out to Coach Stevenson and those Brock Lady Eagles, off to a good start this season. We'll see them soon enough.
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Woo!
Brock, a haul from here.
Brock will send Colt Matlock and Levi Dean back here, and you've got to be careful with Coach Surratt here, gentlemen. He might just come out here and try to end this thing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as shaky as the kickoff return team's been, I think you might stick with what you're doing. You had a turnover. It just went against you at the line of scrimmage. Before we kick this thing off, I do want to give a shout out to my daughter graduating from Tarleton State this morning. And so if anybody needs a worker that has a fresh general business degree, I know a girl looking for a job.
Guys, Wall just closed it out. Took Gunner.
Wall beat Gunner.
28-25. Third quarter is underway. This goes over Dean's head as he will let this one bounce into the end zone as Brock will begin from their 25-yard line. Bring on this Brock Eagles offense.
Hey, that kickoff went deep that time, and I think I'd rather them go down to the goal line than bouncing around at the 40. And, I mean, it went 1 yard into the end zone.
Yeah, that would like to have been a bad deal right there.
Yeah, it would have. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles offense. They'll have it at the 20. 28-7 on the McGuire team scoreboard. Thanks to Sonic for bringing us the third quarter.
Holt Frazier brings this offense back onto the field. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Hibbler one-on-one near side. Jack Farhat will be the running back to start this third quarter. Snap back, fake it to Farhat, and throw it near side. Batted in the air. Colt Matlock, the concentration catch. Frazier's got 7 yards up to the 32, 2nd down and 3.
And that thing just popped up in the air, and that could have been real bad. But the Eagles get it. 2nd down and 3. We'll take that. But, man, that was in traffic. It was batted around, hung in the air for a minute. I think Colt just went up there and said, I'll take that.
Hibbler, they'll flip the set with Hibbler running to the far side. Holt one-on-one here near side. Let's see if Brock tries something here on 2nd and 3. Farhat will get it, working left side, cuts it back inside, and a good run there by Jack. He's right at the chains at the 35 as Jack's going to pick up a Redfin Pools first down.
First down of the second half, and the Eagles needed 3 yards. They got 3 and maybe an inch right at the 35-yard line. It'll move the chains for Redfin Pools, and that's what you're going to have to do is march down the field.
Yep, you get in behind those guys that you know up front that have done it for you all season long. 1st and 10 from the 35. Trips to the far side. Hibbler, Matlock, and Ray. Fake it to Farhat. Slip out Braden Ray. Cuts it back inside. Colt blocking for him out there. Gain of 1 for Ray up to the 36. 2nd down 9.
Yeah, just a swing pass out to that right side, and B-Ray couldn't find anywhere to go. He dove forward trying to get about 3 yards, and the defender was able to tackle him with his knee down at the 36. It's a gain of 1, brings up 2nd down 9 for this Eagles offense.
27th catch of the season for Braden Ray. Just underway in this Sonic drive-in third quarter. 2nd and 9. Brock, they trail 28-7. Bunch set here to the near side. Farhat remains the lone setback. Fake it to him. Frazier flush from the pocket and just overshoots the outstretched arms of Braden Ray and now sets up 3rd down long for the Eagles.
Just off his fingertips, but if he would have made the catch, I think it's only going to be a gain of, 3 or 4, which would come in handy. Yep. But instead you look at a 3rd down and 9, and probably going to have to go to the air again. Carthage knows this.
Brock just looking for that spark here. From the 36, 3rd and 9. 4 wide receivers for Frazier, 2 right and 2 left. He'll clap once and get it. Straight drop for Holt. Under pressure, hit, and the ball comes out. as Winfrey's going to fall on it at the 30. Extracurricular activities, and there's guys coming off the sideline over there that were not in the ball game.
Yeah, so we'll see if they throw the flag. The white hat turns and looks right at number 99 who came off, and so did I think 25 was leaving the game. 99 was trying to sub in. At least that's what he's wanted to look like.
Well, if 99 got a penalty again, that's his second one. He's out.
Yep. They're going to conference on this at the 30-yard line. For the moment, Brock will have 4th down and 15 from the 30, but let's check this penalty. The white hat looks over at Coach Surratt before making the call.
Jaden, did you see who got the initial fumble recovery?
Yeah, they just handed it to him, let him do it.
Personal foul against the Eagles this time. So now well behind the chains after the play. So
I didn't see any of our guys do anything.
It's going to be 4th down. The penalty's going to take it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's going to be 4th and long. You're going to have to punt here, and you're going to need a good punt.
Yep.
The wind will be a little bit in your face. The American flag down on the field is hanging straight down. These flags up here next to our broadcast booth, they're kind of lazily blowing in the face of the punter. But Carthage return man standing right at midfield.
That is
send 2 back.
Jace Harris, and now he will be joined. Never mind. J.D. Edwards thought about it for a minute. Hamill will stand at his 1-yard line. Low snap. He's able to get it in. And a spiral kick that will hit at the 44 and take a Carthage bounce. So Carthage will start their second half on offense in plus territory at the Eagle 42. So let's see if the Brock Eagles defense, we said it, we're going to need a turnover to get this thing going, and let's see if the Brock Eagles defense can get one here.
He needed to go down and at least, at the very least, put some first downs together, flip this field, but instead it's you did get 1 first down, and then you went backwards. That is going to end at the 16-yard line. So you lost 9 yards net on the drive, and then a punt sets up Carthage 1st and 10 inside Eagle territory at the 42. Defense, it's on your shoulders now.
1st and 10 with Surratt bringing this offense out. It is still Edwards in the backfield. He'll line up to Surratt's right side. Send Edwards in motion, wrap around, fake it to him. Now back inside as Brock coming in pursuit, but breaking tackles and is loose is number 12, Jace Harris, as Jace Harris goes in from 40, 2 yards out as Carthage comes out smoking in the 3rd quarter.
He broke 3 tackles. The Eagles had him hands on him 3 different times, and it wasn't a great contact, but they were there and had their hands on him, and he was able to just break loose down the sideline. 3 tackles later, and he's in the end zone. And the score's 34-7, extra point coming up.
Christian Monreal, the senior kicker on. Carson Crawford holds it. Good snap, good hold. Monreal's kick is up. It's good. Carthage 35, Brock 7. Eagles football continues after this.
Fathom Inc. is proud to sponsor the Brock Eagles and is locally owned and operated, specializing in high-quality printing for schools, churches, and businesses. Custom printed apparel, embroidery, banners, promotional items, and fundraising and spiritware stores, Fathom Inc. will do everything in their power to make sure each order meets their high standards of quality, competitive pricing, and quick delivery time. Call 855-778-4548 for Fathom Inc. If you can fathom it, they can ink it.
Hey everyone, this is Zach with Lightfoot Mechanical. For over 40 years, Lightfoot has proudly served the Westoplex community with unmatched expertise in plumbing, heating, air, and electrical services. Founded in 1983, we stand behind our work with a workmanship warranty and upfront pricing. Whether you need a quick repair or a major installation, our seasoned professionals are your trusted experts. Financing options are available to ensure your comfort. Visit us at lightfootmechanical.com for reliable service and peace of mind today.
Carthage 35, Brock 7 in the state semifinal from Mesquite Memorial Stadium. They'll move Colton Matlock right in the middle of the field at the 28-yard line. Monreal has used a lot of different kicks tonight. And let's see what he comes up with here. You have just a high hanging kick. Dean trying to track it down. He does at the 11-yard line. Ball is out as Graham Coleman's going to fall on it at the 18-yard line, and that's where the Brock Eagles will begin this drive.
Yeah, just keep putting the ball on the turf, and you can't beat the Carthage Bulldogs doing that. You're going to have a hard time beating anybody doing that. And so far, the Eagles lucky right there to get back on that one. That would have been probably a dagger if you give it to them inside the 20. But it'll be first down and 10 Eagles from their own 18-yard line.
Salina 14, Stephenville 14 in the third quarter. Grandview leads Peaster in the fourth quarter 14-10. West Orange Stark 21, Sinton 3. South Oak Cliff leads Melissa 28-10. Aledo 35-21 over Lone Star now. And as you heard earlier, Wall knocks off Gunner to punch their ticket to AT&T next week. Frazier has this offense set. First and 10 from the 18. He's got a bunch set to the far side. Levi Dean straight ahead, but he's going to be hit and dropped immediately there. Loss of 1, second down 11.
Yeah, just quickly coming off the edge right there. I think that was number 99 again coming in there. Caleb Smith, the 6'1", 230-pound junior. He just shot off that left edge and was able to trip up the ball carrier before he even got back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1, brings up second down 11.
Number 14, TJ Allred now out there at the slot receiver with Davis Lee. Twins to the right, Hibbler and Christensen to the near side. Levi Dean remains the lone setback. Frazier claps twice, steps up into a pocket, as now he's going to take off and run it. He's across the 25 and steps out of bounds at around the 29-yard line. Frazier's going to get a Redfin Bulls first down for the Eagles.
13 yards and a first down. It'll move the chains, and man, good scramble there by Frazier. Nobody was open. He does a great job of stepping into that pocket when he can feel pressure and escape. And I think he's only been sacked once or twice tonight. He's got great pocket awareness.
First and 10 Eagles from the 29. 8:19 remains in this Sonic drive-in third quarter. Frazier turns and gives it to Dean with a head of steam. Breaks out of one tackle. He's up to the 32-yard line. He's going to be brought down there by number 12, Jace Harris, as they're not going to give him forward progress. They're lost back to the 30, second down 9.
Yeah, Zakarian Pearley, it looks like he got his hand in there and was able to spin Dean around and keep him from going downhill, and ends up being a loss, what do you say, a gain of 1 on the play? It's going to bring up second down 9. 7:47 to go here in the third quarter.
Late substitutions for your Eagles from the 30-yard line. Frazier's got this offense set. Fake it to Dean, rolling left. Frazier sets, throws, intercepted. Number 12, that is Jace Harris. He's had a heck of a game thus far, and he's down to the Brock 23-yard line. 4th turnover of the night for the Eagles.
They threw it right to him, right at the 35-yard line. They take it now inside the 30. They'll have it inside the 25-yard line, and I don't know if he didn't see him or what happened, but it went straight to Harris. It'll be another turnover, and the Eagles are way behind on the turnovers tonight. I think, is it 4?
4 for the night.
4 turnovers.
So the Brock Eagles defense comes on now with a must-stop situation. They trail 35-7. We've got 7:32 remaining. In the Sonic drive-in third quarter, Surratt will send his offense back on at the 23-yard line.
Guess who's in now?
As it is Benny the Bull who will line up to the right side of Surratt. 2 wide receivers, one right and one left, bring a man in motion, and here comes Benny Smith straight ahead. He's breaking tackles. Dax Hayes gets him, but it's a 9-yard gain for Smith down to the Eagle 14.
He's got fresh legs. He's, I think, played 1 play in the ball game so far, and now Carthage trying to speed things up. They've got people running everywhere.
Tempo now from the Bulldogs. Surratt bookended, fake it to Benny Smith, looking, he has time, unloads it, far side, pass caught down to the 4-yard line. Pass is caught by number 15, Jaden Jeffress, brought down by Gage LaRue, but it's going to be first and goal Carthage at the Brock 4.
Yeah, Jaden Jeffress, he just ran a simple out route, about 8 yards deep, caught it, cut it up the field, has a first down and goal at the 4 now. Trying to make this a 42-7 ball game is what the Bulldogs have on their mind.
Surratt will go under center with Smith deep behind him. Turn and give it to Smith. Bounces right, and Smith goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's
what we would see him.
That's what we were afraid of, that we might see. They start giving it to Benny Smith. And oh, yeah, he's not the career leader, but he is a excellent number 2, if he's even a number 2. He's a different running back.
Yep.
They hand it to him. He's a load to bring down, and you get to the second half after Edwards you've chased Edwards all over the field. Okay, our legs are tired. Tackle this guy.
Henri all on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. It's Carthage 42, Brock 7. Eagles football continues after this.
Hi Eagles fans, it's April Parr with Brock Roofing. We are a proud supporter of both the Eagles and Lady Eagles. If you're looking for a reliable roofer in Parker County or the surrounding areas, look no further than Brock Roofing. We take pride in our craft. Whether you need a repair, replacement, or just a simple inspection, our skilled team will ensure your roof is in top shape, protecting your home and your family. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Jason today at 817-307-6153. Quality, reliable, and peace of mind. That's Brock Roofing. Let's go, Eagles!
Welcome back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain working it tonight. Jaden Winfrey on that night propane sideline. Carthage 42, Brock 7. Great facilities here at Mesquite Memorial. This is one of the better boxes we've been in.
I think when I first talked to you last week, I don't know exactly what the word would be about your excitement level to come here, but hey, this has been a top-notch place, except I need to call Lightfoot Mechanical to come over here and fix his AC.
Henri all set for the kickoff now. Brock will send 3 guys back as be a high-hanging kick that will go to Colt Matlock from the 10. Here comes the senior UTEP commit. Colt breaking tackles across the 40. Colt inside Bulldogs territory, and there's a little spark for your Brock Eagles down to the Carthage 45.
Yeah, he'll have great field position for the Eagles, and they needed something positive to happen here in the second half. It's been a punt and a 42-yard touchdown on one play, interception, and then a 4-yard touchdown 3 plays later. Carthage has run 4 plays in this half and put 14 points on the board, so that's what you need. Get it into their territory, go down here and get something on the board. It's 42-7 here in the third, Carthage leading the Brock Eagles.
At the 6:25 mark of a Sonic drive-in third, 1st and 10 Eagles. Frazier set on 1st and 10. Gives it ahead. Here comes Jack Farhat. Jack Farhat right up the gut as Jack's all the way down to the Carthage 22-yard line with a red fin pulls Eagle first down.
24 yards on the handoff right up the gut to Farhat. He's knocking on the door of that Clear Fork Pharmacy red zone as he gets tackled at the 21-yard line. He tripped up. He really didn't get tackled. He got tripped up and went down. It's 1st and 10.
Twins right, single receiver left. Farhat remains the setback. Frazier looking deep. End zone. Matlock incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down 10 now from the 21-yard line.
Pretty good pass there from Frazier. He dropped it in there. It hit Matlock in the hands, and Matlock just could not come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. Lead it trailing by 35 here in the third quarter. Eagles need something to happen, and they need it to happen quick.
Grandview opening up a lead over Peaster now 21-10. That game in the 4th quarter. Same setup, Twins right, single receiver left. Frazier gives it to Farhat. Look at the seize part for Farhat, and he goes in from 21 yards out.
21-yard touchdown run. Farhat on that play had 45 yards. The whole drive was Jack Farhat for 24, Jack Farhat for 21 for a touchdown. It makes the new score 42-13 thanks to that Eagles Nest Travel Center touchdown by Farhat, and the Dale's Pest Control kickoff is on the way.
The senior Braden Hamill puts a right boot into it. The kick is up. It's good. 42-14. 5:49 remains. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
Keep the Friday night lights on with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford. Get the peace of mind you deserve with a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter won't leave you in the dark. Financing is available. So take control of your game day with Generator Supercenter of Weatherford.
Mesquite Memorial Stadium. 42-14. Brock cuts into that lead. We've got 5:49 remaining in the state semifinals third quarter.
Send it down to the Knight Propane sideline. Jaden, what's the mood on the sideline after that quick touchdown?
It's pretty quiet over there, guys. I mean, I think they're glad they got it, but I think everybody knows they got a long ways to go. There ain't nothing to get too excited about.
42-14 the score on the McGuire team's scoreboard. Thanks for joining us on the Brock Sports Network. Bobby Gordon, Eric Morris. Where is Eric Morris anyway? Got Gus McSwain, Jaden Winfrey down on the sideline.
Well, with that punch in for Jack, 16-yard average now for the sophomore. Now it's Christian Torres on for the Gleaton Eye Care kickoff. Back deep, Jace Harris, J.D. Edwards. And it's going to be fair caught here on this near sideline. First and 10 Carthage from the 28-yard line.
Not interested in kicking that thing deep to the return guys from Carthage. It will be 1st and 10. But the defense is going to come up with some stops. Half of this third quarter is already gone. Carthage has scored twice. Eagles have scored one time. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. You've got a huge hill to climb here in the later stages of this football game against, what is this, the 10-time in defending or 11-time defending state champs. So you've got a lot of work to do.
Time for that turnover. It's going to start from the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:49 remains in a Sonic drive-in third. Surratt will go under center. Twins left, single right. Here comes Benny Smith straight ahead. As a hit and drop him in the backfield. That is Hayden Waller. As no gain on the play, 2nd down 10.
Hit, and he almost got away in the backfield, and then he was tackled. Look at that. He hit twice, somehow still on his feet. Waller was able to hold on to that left ankle and bring him down, 2nd down.
Surratt wants tempo here. We've got a flag, and looks like movement for the Bulldogs. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 now as they go behind the chains.
Finger pointing going on down there. The Brock defensive line pointing to the guilty party on the right side of that Carthage line. It's going to back them up. 2nd down, about 14 is what the scoreboard says here. 42-14. Carthage leads it here in the third. 5:17 and counting. The state semifinal from Mesquite.
South Oak Cliff 28-10 over Melissa. That game in the Cotton Bowl tonight.
Is that it right over there? What's those stadium lights over there that we see?
I was trying to figure that out before in pregame. I'm not sure what stadium that is. 2nd down 14. Surratt's going to throw it. The receiver slips coming out of the break. Pass intended to Junior Henderson. It falls incomplete. Now 3rd down long for Carthage.
Here comes Edwards.
Edwards back in the ball game. No, that's not the Cotton Bowl over there. We are on the east side of Dallas. And that thing is downtown Dallas, basically.
It's 3rd down 14. We've got 4:57 remaining in this third quarter from the 25-yard line. We've got more whistles, and it looks like Coach Surratt will take a Texas butane timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:54 remains, third quarter. Brock Eagles football continues after this.
Hello, this is Pastor Clark Bozier. I am the pastor of the Willow Park Baptist Church, which is located at 777 Crown Point Boulevard in Willow Park, Texas. Willow Park Baptist Church is a proud sponsor of Brock High School. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally invite you and your family to attend one of our Sunday morning services at 8:30 or 10, and again that evening at 5 p.m. For more information, visit our website, willowparkbaptist.org. Willow Park Baptist Church. We are a church on an eternal mission.
Welcome back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain, Jaden Winfrey on the Knight Propane sideline. Carthage 42, Brock 14. We've got 4:57 remaining in a Sonic drive-in third quarter.
You should have told me you were going to mention Coach Stevenson. I would have brought some jokes. I wasn't expecting to hear his name tonight. I was kind of hoping he was here.
3rd down long for Carthage now. Let's see if this Brock Eagles defense can get off the field. Back to pass, Surratt. Clean pocket, fires far side. It's caught across the 40, across the 45. Now inside Eagles territory. That is number 18, Bryson Price, a 6-foot junior, and he's got a first down to the Brock 41.
34 yards. The defender fell down. I think that might have been LaRue over there. Gage LaRue fell down, and man, that ball was on the target. And man, 34 yards later, it's a first down and a fresh set of downs. You had them 3rd and long, and now they've got it inside Eagle territory at the 41.
Junior Henderson runs off to the far side on 1st and 10. It is Smith in the backfield with Surratt. He'll turn and give last-minute instruction to Benny. Surratt will turn and give it to Smith, and he's downhill. Benny Smith inside the 30, inside the 25, still running all the way down to the 15-yard line as Benny Smith has another Carthage first down.
26 yards that time. He gets inside the red zone down to the 15, and he was just like just a bowling ball through there. He'd bouncing off defenders. He'd go left and hit somebody, and he'd turn and go right. And I don't think he meant to turn. It's just the ricochet off of like a pinball machine down there. But it's 1st and 10, and now Carthage will huddle up to let this clock run, and they'll go into clock bleeding mode.
Drayson Thompson checks in here on the near side cornerback on 1st and 10 from the Brock 15. Turn and give it to Smith. Patiently waiting. Now tries to get outside. Hayden Waller is going to get him. No gain on the play. 2nd down 10. Dax Hayes. Cannon getting up from the bottom of that pile.
Benny Smith ran up there and he stuck his hand on the back of one of his linemen and used that to change momentum. And then when he did it, he pulled the towel off of his belt and threw it down.
2nd and 10. Throw it to Cunningham on the far side. LaRue in pursuit as Gage is going to run him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Cunningham gets 4 yards, and that makes it 3rd down 6.
I've never seen that before. The wide receiver, he had not started his route. He still had his 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The ball was headed his way. He caught it, then took off running. I've never seen that before, but it's a good for a gain of 4. It's 3rd and 6 now. The ball at the 11. Carthage leading 42-14 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter.
Henderson, a big target, 6'3", 190, the senior. As they stack the backfield now, as Edwards checks back in, and he will get it straight ahead and ahead of steam as K.J. Edwards into the end zone from 11 yards out as Carthage just extends that lead.
And he had got the football and took a couple of steps, and there was about a 1.5 foot hole, and he hit it going 100 miles an hour. I think we touched him once or twice, but man, they are doing a good job of blocking up front, and when that guy gets going full speed, you're not going to tackle him with your arms when he's going that fast.
Monreal on for the extra point. That is up. It's good. It's Carthage 49, Brock 14. Brock football continues in a moment.
Greystone Castle is a proud 3-time Orvis-endorsed Wing Shooting Lodge of the Year, located just 30 miles west of Brock, Texas. Greystone is a premier sporting facility offering some of the finest hunting experiences, as well as full-service corporate retreats in a unique setting to accomplish the goals of your team. Visit us at GreystoneCastle.com and experience Texas hospitality in an extraordinary setting.
This is Heath Wallace. For over 26 years, Wallace Spray Foam has been delivering the finest in commercial roofing and commercial residential spray foam. I'm also the proud owner of Ameritech Services, providing concrete construction and TPO roofing systems. Call Wallace or Ameritech to see concrete, spray foam, and roofing done right. There's no job too big or too small. Visit us at wallacesprayfoam.com or atx-concrete.com.
You need to call Wallace Spray Foam. You need to call Wallace Spray Foam.
Welcome back to Mesquite Memorial Stadium. Mesquite, Texas, Carthage 49-14, the lead. KJ Edwards just takes it in from 11 yards out. Monreal on for the kickoff, back deep. Matlock and Dean at their own 15-yard line. Pooch kick near side. Charles Hibbler has it at the 28. Hibbler trying to get a block here as he's going to be taken down at the 26-yard line. Salina and Stephenville in a barn burner in the 4th quarter, 21-all. It's Grandview 21, Peaster 16. That game in the 4th quarter as well.
Wow, I never thought I'd see that, but 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Carthage has had the football 3 times here in this half and have turned all 3 possessions into touchdowns. It's 49-14. Peaster in a state semifinal. What did you say the score was?
They're trailing Grandview 21-16. Brock opens up 3 wide receivers on this drive from their 26-yard line. Frazier gives it. McKitty straight ahead. McKitty is off and running. There goes McKitty. He's inside the 25. He's all the way down to the 22-yard line. As look at the speed from the junior Ian McKitty.
54 yards is what they're going to give him on that run. And it was a track meet for a minute, and that speed from Carthage tracked him down, but not before he got down to the 21-yard line. A Redfin pulls first down and 10 Eagles on a big play, and it's coming on the ground. Some big running lanes here, 24, 21, 54 here in these last 3 offensive plays.
Jack Diebold, Brody Riker, Tobin Roger, Davis Lee opening up that hole. McKitty. Give it to him again. No gain on the play. Stuffed at the 21-yard line. 2nd down 10. We've got 2:10 remaining in the Sonic drive-in third quarter. Sonic's been a fantastic sponsor for Brock Eagles football.
Absolutely. Got a timeout. I think a injury timeout may be on the field. We'll see what it is. Yeah, 99 is hobbling off the field. Congratulations to Hamilton Bulldogs. Last night they punched their ticket in the 2A ranks to the state championship game next week. And then who was the other one? Munster. I think they qualified last night. They knocked off Groover. So they'll be playing in Jerry's World as well.
And Wall joining them tonight.
Hey, yeah, and another thing, look at our little area right here. You've got Hamilton not too far away. Peaster is next door. Stephenville's not far. I mean, just a Aledo. I mean, you got some good football in a real close area.
Don't forget about Gordon just down the road, dominating 6-man. 2nd down 10 for the Eagles from the 21-yard line. 3 wide receivers, far side. Frazier back to pass. Looking, he's got McKitty at the 15 to the 10. Ball's on the turf as it looks like Carthage is going to get on this football at around the 10-yard line. They do, as Carthage has got their 5th turnover of the night.
Got 12 yards on the gain and just the ball popped loose. Carthage opportunistic, jumps on it. They have it 1st and 10 and squishes the drive. Eagles trying to go down, put points on the board, but another turnover. Is that the 5th turnover of the night? 2 fumbles and 3 interceptions.
Night Propane call to the sideline. Jaden, coming into the night, we said we've got to be clean, and it just kind of snowballed a little bit.
Clean and control the clock, guys. And, you know, not to make excuses. If you lose your starting running back, the last running play of the previous game, it's hard to rebound and get your group together and run your normal game plan, that's for sure.
Sullivan, Cannon, the Cannon brothers in there, both defensive tackles. Benny Smith plows ahead. The Cannons, along with Carson Sullivan, get Smith after a 3-yard gain. He's up to the 14, 2nd down and 7.
He just runs right behind the center, and it's like the tush push, but he's got the football, and he's the one pushing. He's such a load to bring down. 2nd down and about 6 now from the 14-yard line.
As it looks like on the scoreboard that Peaster might have gotten a safety there. Now trail 21-18, 4th quarter.
They had a heck of a comeback last week against Paradise, and 62-yard pass in the final minute to take the lead and knock off the Paradise Panthers.
2nd down 7. Surratt fakes it to Smith, rolls left, and just heaves this one out of bounds. West Orange Stark has punched their ticket in the other 4A Division II state semifinal. They beat Sinton tonight 28-3.
Back there harassing the quarterback, Slade Mathis in the Surratt's face, made him throw that football away. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mark it at the 14-yard line, 3rd down 7.
And what a game they've got going at Eagle Mountain, 21-21. Stephenville, Salina, that probably a 4A Division I state championship game. I think it's number 1 versus number 2. And they're going to let this bleed down and call a timeout with 51 seconds left here in the 3rd. It's 49-14 on the McGuire team scoreboard. We'll take a 30-second break and be back on the Brock Sports Network.
The Brock Sports Network is made possible by the support of our community sponsors. These local businesses believe in our athletes, our schools, and the pride of being a Brock Eagle. When you hear their names during our broadcasts, remember they're the ones helping us bring you every touchdown, every sack, and every victory. Be sure to thank them with your business and your support. Together we're building community, celebrating excellence, and cheering on the Eagles. Thanks to the proud sponsors of the Brock Sports Network.
51 seconds remain in this Sonic Drive-In third quarter from Mesquite tonight. Bobby Gordon, Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain in the Fathom Inc. broadcast booth. Jaden Winfrey on the Night Propane sideline. 49-14, a Carthage lead as they face third down 7 from their own 14. Great crowd was on hand tonight. Brock traveled really well tonight from Parker County. Back in the blue.
Is the traffic normally that bad, or was it the Eagles fans causing the traffic back up on 20?
Well, of both. Twins to the right, single receiver left on 3rd and 7. Surratt's going to throw it. Going to try to set up a backdoor screen here, and K.J. Edwards has it. Turns on the Jets. He's ran out of bounds right at midfield. Wade Doherty runs him out, but K.J. Edwards picks up another Carthage first down.
39 yards on that pass and a first down for Edwards, and they get creative on ways to get him the football. I mean, rightfully so. Yep. He is good. He's not just going to, he's going to Texas A&M. They're in the college football playoff, first round bye, all the things, and that's where he's headed. And I think he's going to make a difference. I don't know if he's going to play as a true freshman or not, but I think you're going to see in 3 or 4 years, you're going to be hearing his name watching the Aggie game.
From the 48, 1st and 10. Surratt gives it to Benny Smith. Smith's going to be brought down right at midfield. Jack Farhat, Wade Doherty there for the Eagles. Gain of 1 for Smith, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, gain of 1 up near midfield, close to that Prater Designs 50-yard line. They put it down at the 49. And Carthage is going to walk off with 4 fingers in the air, and they say, we're going to the 4th quarter with the lead. We're not going to run another play here. We're going to lead every second we can out of this ball game and head to Jerry's World next week. We'll take a break as we go to the 4th quarter. Thanks to Sonic for bringing us the 3rd. We'll be back with the Bilbrey Real Estate 4th quarter. This is Brock Eagles Championship Football on the Brock Sports Network.
Teskey's Saddle Shop is one of the most trusted names in the Western industry, with over 100,000 square feet of bits and spurs, saddle, tack and feed, and supplies. They also have the latest Western fashion in the boutique with names such as Cinch, Wrangler, Ariat, North Face, STS, and many more. And don't forget about Teskey's Outdoors with everything from hunting gear, ammunition, scopes, and all the best in outdoor wear. Call 599-3400 or visit them online at teskeys.com.
Greetings to all you fans of the
Welcome back to Mesquite. We flip it to a Bilbrey Real Estate Group 4th quarter, and it is a final. Grandview 21, Peaster 18. Salina 21, Stephenville 21. That game getting late as well. South Oak Cliff leads Melissa 35-10. Aledo 45-28 now over Frisco Lone Star. Wall punches their ticket to next week, 28-25 over Gunner.
2nd down 9.
Surratt will bring this offense back on 2 wide receivers to the far side. Surratt in the gun with Benny Smith alongside. He's going to throw it, flip it out to that far side. That's number 18. Bryston Price with a block as he scampers ahead. They're going to rule him out of bounds at the 46-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and 4.
That was a gain of 5 on the play. They get it up to the 46-yard line, so 3rd down, 4 coming up for Carthage in this Bilbrey Real Estate 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us here on the Brock Sports Network. And see if the defense can come up with a stop here. I think once again the Eagles are going to go home with a sour taste in their mouth about what might have been, what could have been, what this game could have been if you come in here and play clean, if you come in here and play healthy.
3rd and 4 now, Carthage. On the Brock 46-yard line. Same setup. Give it to Smith. picking his way down to the 40. Smith's going to have a Carthage first down after a gain of about 6 yards there.
6 yards. It will move the chains as the ball spotted down at the 40-yard line. And you know, that's what happens when you get deep into playoffs like this. The last 2 years, Brock has had to come against Carthage. You know, a couple years ago, Whitesboro, Paradise, Malakoff, they're thinking, man, we got to play Brock again. It's what happens. You get this deep, you get two programs that are top in the state, and that's what happens. You meet each other in December.
Surratt now goes under center on 1st and 10, turns and gives it to Benny Smith. Slade Mathis, Jack Farhat, and Waylon Winfrey all get him after a gain of a couple. Down to the Eagle 38-yard line, 2nd down and 8. We've got 11 minutes remaining in a Bilbrey Real Estate Group 4th quarter. State semifinal really kind of got away from Brock in that 2nd quarter, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know if you pay attention to our Facebook page, but we posted a video from the NFR the other night. The announcer out there, he's a Parker County guy, Anthony Lucia. He mentioned the Brock Eagles during the barrel race when Andrea Busby was making her run. So good. She's going to be running here not too long, so good luck to her.
Well represented there, Brock, Texas. 2nd and 8, turn, give it to Smith. Tries that right side. Hayden Waller hanging on to him. Going to bring him down. Gain of a couple there. He's down to the 37-yard line. That sets up 3rd down 6 for the Bulldogs with 10-12 remaining in the 4th quarter.
I just figured out some good news, Bobby. Do you want it?
I'll take it.
Benny Smith, KJ Edwards, seniors. They're graduating. And KJ
Surratt.
Edwards, several of them are graduating next week. They're going to finish the semester and they're done. Going to college, the linebacker. Which one is he? 15? Is that Jeffress?
8.
Well,
8.
You've got Carson Crawford. You got Beck.
Which one's going to Colorado?
That's 2. Carson Crawford.
Yeah, he's graduating. So is Edwards.
Smith gets it, and he plows ahead. He's down around the 31-yard line, and that's going to set up 4th down and 1 yard to go for Carthage. Carthage just churning that clock here in this 4th quarter.
4th down and 1. Be interesting to see. They lost a lot on their defensive line. They're going to have a huge graduating class, but a program like Carthage, a program like Brock, there's a huge graduating class. There's other guys that are just as capable going to step in there. So I expect to see, depending on what realignment does, I'm expecting to see this matchup. It could be a common thing for years
For
to come.
years, absolutely. 4th and 1. Surratt under center, turns and gives it to Smith. Smith gets behind his offensive line. He's still going. Benny Smith inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line.
This is what he did last year. Same thing right here. He's hard to bring down, guys.
Yeah, they like him in the short yardage situations, and they turn in the big yardage situations because you just can't tackle the guy. They're going to send in,
And now it's a curtain call time now for this Carthage offense. So they'll bring in wholesale substitutions with a 49-14 lead. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Brock 17-yard line. For the Brock Eagles, as you said, Rob, year in, year out, they just graduate talent, but there's more right behind them. Surratt turns, or check that. It's going to be a handoff to number 4 for Chet, but it's a strip.
Yeah, number 12,
Gage
LaRue comes
gets
up
the
with
strip. And Brock, here it is. There's their first turnover on the night.
Sorry about that. Yeah, good job. Man, okay, JV guys, you're in. Let's go finish this thing out. Okay, welcome back to the sideline. You've got the turnover, and the Eagles have the football at their own 21-yard line.
That was a great play by LaRue. He just took it from him and had a chance to take it all the way, but had one guy to beat.
Night Propane call to the sideline. Jaden, now we've been coaching this group since they were young enough to where we had to take scissors and cut flags off the bottom of their flags from dragging the ground. We're going to miss them, this senior group.
Yeah, I'm a little lost for word, guys. There's so many things I'd like to see, different, but it is what it is.
1st and 10 Eagles. Farhat's going to get it and try the right side. He's going to be upended by number 5, Jay Lewis. Farhat gets 6 yards, 2nd down 4.
Yeah, he had his legs taken out from under him and then comes down right there on his face mask, crown of his helmet, and luckily he's going to be okay, but they're going to say, Farhat, come on over to the sideline. Let's check that weather over here in Baton Rouge.
Such a talented linebacker, talented running back. He's one of those kids that can do it all, and he's just a sophomore. We get to watch him for a few more years. 2nd down and 3. Give Jack 3 yards on that to the 28-yard line. We've got 7:20 remaining in a Bilbrey Real Estate Group 4th quarter, and a Texas Butane timeout taken by Coach Surratt. We're back in a moment on the Brock Sports Network.
Greetings to all you fans of the Brock Eagles. This is Mr. Jim from MrJim's.Pizza. Whether you choose one of my signature pizzas or create your own, your pizza is made just for you. Your Mr. Jim's.Pizza is baked to perfection and sent out the door to your home. Go to MrJim's.Pizza, that's MRJIMS.Pizza, and order now. Use the code EAGLES and get 15% off your entire order. Go Eagles!
Hi, this is Seth Bowman, former Brock Eagles state championship winning quarterback and current owner of Core Chiropractic and Sports Therapy in Weatherford, Texas. At Core, we treat patients of all ages and sizes but specialize in athletic injuries. We are proud to offer state-of-the-art treatments such as chiropractic adjustments, dry needling, soft tissue therapy, rehabilitative exercises, and more. If you or someone you know wants to get back to living a pain-free life, give us a call at 817-341-6800. Thank you, and go Eagles.
2nd down and 3 for this Brock offense. 3 wide receivers to the far side. 7:17 remains in this state semifinal. As a handoff straight ahead, Levi Dean. We've seen him do this a lot this year. Dean all the way down around the Carthage 30 with a big gain.
43 yards on that carry. Man, he's racking up some yardage here in this football game. 43 and a 1st down for Redfin Pools. And
just another one of those kids that just needs a crease, and he can take it to the house. The talented sophomore Levi Dean. He gets the Brock 1st down all the way down to the Carthage 29, 1st and 10. Frazier will bring Ray in motion, left to right, as it will be Dean once again. Cuts it back inside. Dean's going to be brought down by number 23, Mauer Shepard, a 6-foot senior. 6 more yards for Dean, 2nd and 4.
6:30 to go here in the ball game. Carthage leading 49-14, but the Eagles driving, still fighting. Have it close to that Clear Fork Pharmacy red zone at the 23-yard line.
Dean going to work here on this drive. Twins left and right. This Brock offense. Dean lines up to Frazier's left. Frazier going to set up the screen. Matlock's got it down to the 15, 10, 5. Matlock dives for the pylon. They're going to say he stepped out at the 2.
And nice run there. They had it set up. I think that was 22 yards and a 1st down for the Eagles. He reached out, knocked the pylon over with the football, but the ref was right there and said, no, your toenail was over the line. 1st and goal from the 2.
This is where we need that pylon cam. I'm not sure he was out, but nonetheless at the 2, 1st and goal. Twins left, single receiver right. Brock on the move here. Frazier's going to pull it from the belly of Levi Dean and walk into the end zone untouched for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season for the talented junior quarterback Holt Frazier.
Yeah, he stuck the ball in there, then pulled it. It was wide open over there. He took it in from 2 yards out. Thanks to Eagles Nest Travel Center for bringing us the touchdowns. And now the Dale's Pest Control extra point coming up.
Roger to Gordon to Hamill. Good snap, good hold. Hamill's extra point is up. It's good. It's Carthage 49, Brock 21. Eagles football continues in a moment.
Hungry for great tacos in a fun atmosphere? Come visit the Hungry Jalapeno in Brock, where flavor meets community. We're serving up fresh tacos, cold drinks, and good times every day. At the Hungry Jalapeno, we're proud to support local and love the community we call home. Find us at 2104 FM 1189 in Brock. Call us at 817-609-8000 or check out the menu at thehungryjalapeno.com. The Hungry Jalapeno, where Brock comes together for great food and great times.
Texas Perfection.
Back to a Fathom Inc. broadcast booth tonight. Bobby Gordon and Rob Matthews, Gus McSwain producing it, engineering it. Jaden Winfrey on a night propane sideline. As it is Holt Frazier cutting into the lead with a 3-yard scamper into the end zone, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
4th rushing touchdown for him, and it's the first. There's a first that happened tonight. It's our first broadcast together.
It is.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done some basketball stuff together,
Yep.
so I didn't think that was our first
Well,
football
first football
together.
broadcast together. Man, it's been fun. I wish things would have gone different tonight, and I wish it would have been cleaner on the Brock side, but it's been Carthage is really good. You can't take anything away from them. They're, I don't know if there's a weakness. I don't think I've seen it.
Christian Torres on for the Gleaton Eye Care kick. Onside kick by the Eagles, still bouncing around down there as the Eagles are on it.
That's what I wanted right there, guys.
There is Kerr.
Good call down there, Jaden.
Kerr picks it up. Brock will take over 1st and 10. Let's see where they're going to mark this.
I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I was like, man, why not onside it? You got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Yeah, that was a great play call. Were you down there in the huddle or just what you wanted?
I got a feeling I'm having a lot of conversations with myself down here tonight.
Hang on just a second. There's a penalty on that play against the Eagles.
Jaden's put himself in the corner down here. I think it's going to be Carthage football at the 49. Yep. Maybe it was touched a little early is what they're going to say.
Well, if it took us getting a break, we weren't going to get it. That's for sure.
Carthage takes over at the 49-yard line. The new quarterback in for Carthage is number 17. This is Jacob Dixon, a 6'1 sophomore under center. As he'll turn and give it off the left side goes number 42. As it's Kingston Jones, another sophomore. Jones down to the 45-yard line. Gain of 6 for Jones, 2nd and 4.
Well, I've seen the kid play one play of his career, and we mentioned earlier about they graduate and they refill with talent. Well, here's the talent. Quarterback, a big kid. I saw him throw it in pregame, has a nice arm on him. This running back, he's going to grow up to be probably just like KJ Edwards.
TJ Allred checking in out there in safety. 5:30 and counting in this Bilbrey Real Estate Group 4th
I bet
quarter.
85 can fly.
As now he gets a shot in the backfield. The men in blue get there quickly after a yard gain down to the 45. It'll be 3rd down 5.
Just turn around and toss it to the running back. He looks on that right side, but just a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down. Here, you're needing this one. You need this.
Need the Super JV.
Oh, here it is. It's on the back, too. Front and back.
That is number 85. That is E.K. Allison. That's a freshman for Carthage. Getting deep in the lineup here on the back page, Rob. 3rd down 4 for Carthage from the Eagle 44-yard line. Jacob Dixon with 5 on the play clock under center. As straight ahead is number 42, Kingston Jones. The sophomore plows ahead for another Carthage 1st down. Down to the Brock 35.
9 yards on that carry, 4:30 and counting here in the ball game. It's been close early, but all Carthage from about midway through that 2nd quarter.
Now
subs coming in.
Sales substitutions coming in for the Brock defense. The linebacker core checks out. What a season that they have had. Hayden Waller, Jack Farhat, and the senior, Dax Hayes. Phenomenal linebacking core comes out for the final time this year. They don't need to hang their hats for anything. They've had a great year. Once again, plowing straight ahead is Jones. He's got 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. The senior class has set the tone earlier in this season. They got everybody together. They, as we said in pregame, you didn't have to wonder where the boys were at in January, February, March. They were at the field house lifting, and these seniors, they led. And it was a head-down attitude and a work ethic that led this team to a 15-0 start. And they led, and like I said, they should hang their hats to no one, the senior class of 2026. 2nd down and 5. Early movement by Carthage.
Carthage pointing at the blue jerseys, Brock pointing at the white jerseys. We'll see who this is going to be on. The JV or 2nd team from Carthage, they're down there saying, wait a minute, they moved. And It's going to be against the Bulldogs, 2nd down, 11.
Brock graduating, as we said, a good senior class. Colt Matlock heads off to UTEP, a record-setting career here at Brock, the all-time career and single-season receiving yardage leader. First over 1,000 yards in the regular season in Brock history. 2nd down, 11 for Carthage. Jones again has to bounce outside. Brock's going to get him after a couple.
Talking about that record, it's great to see it broken now. You can be proud of that, but you want to see it broken again. You want the next group to come up and break your records instead of having a record hang around for 10, 15, 25 years. You want, you've said it, you've done a great job. You've set all these new records to raise the bar for the next group, and now you want to see them come up and raise the bar and break these records in the next few years. And it doesn't diminish your light at all. It's just, you want to see the next group. You want to see this program continue to make steps. And, I think broken records like that are a good thing.
It's going to be the 2-minute timeout, and we'll keep it right here. This up front, let's talk about this offensive line senior group. Jack Dieball, and he was hurt tonight, but Cash Britton had an unbelievable season over there at left guard. And you had Logan Walford on the right tackle at senior, and Jaden. These guys up front had wonderful senior seasons.
Well, and here's the thing that people don't realize. Those are all first-year starters beside Waylon. So 4 or 5 are first-year starters. You got a brand-new offensive line coach, third one in 3 years, and these guys had to work their tail off over the summer to figure out. Coach Bishop is an amazing coach, but figure out his scheme, how to run the inside zone, how to take the perfect steps, because if anything, Bishop is a perfectionist, and that's what he wants. And after those boys got it figured out and got it done, the team rode their back all the way to this point. They did an amazing job.
And at center, the senior Tobin Roger. He had a great senior season. So I said, just a great leadership class this season. 3rd down and 8 for Carthage. Dixon under center. Kingston Jones behind him as Jones gets it, as he's going to be ran out of bounds over there. Number 2, Bo Leach, was the first man to hit him. Jones is going to reach the Eagle 26-yard line and set up a 4th down and a yard.
Talking about records that are, you want to see broken. Now that these running backs from Carthage, they've got a bar to aim for with. KJ Edwards setting it at 3.5 years. He's been racking up yards. He's the Carthage all-time leading rusher. I think he's got the record for rushing touchdowns and some other stuff. He's going to have several records, and it might be a little while before they're broke, because those kind of records have been being made for 3.5 years. So it's going to take another freshman to come up and get some snaps.
Whistles blow and a stoppage of play on 4th down and 1.
Coach Surratt still over there on the sideline coaching. He's not happy with that official. I think it's going to be a false start on Carthage and back them up, and it is. They're going to march Carthage back 5 yards. It'll be 4th and about 6, but some of those yards, some of those records, Farhat with, he might have a chance to set some records. He was playing as a freshman, sophomore, and some of these freshmen on the Carthage side, you're going to see their names in 3 or 4 years, maybe threatening KJ Edwards records.
You've got Slade Mathis, a senior, on that left edge. You got Caleb Holt that started on that right edge most of the year. As I said, Dax Hayes at the linebacker, Wade Doherty, cornerback, and Colt Matlock. Just a phenomenal senior class. Some of them will go on and they're going to play at the next level. Jones has it inside the 30 on 4th down and 5. He's going to be 2 yards short. So this Brock Eagles defense holds.
Guys, one thing I thought about this week, and that, a lot of people talk about the teams to remember play in December. And if you think about that, and you think of other teams around this country, you think about Hamilton that made that state championship, they're in their first state championship ever. And I think about where I come from, where I got friends coaching at, and to play in December as a high school football team is an amazing accomplishment that some schools may never see in a history of a program, or maybe once or twice ever in a history in 50 years.
Yeah, and this is Brock's semifinal number 9, Jaden in 12.
This is number 9 for us. And we just got to realize how special it is to do what we've done. I know it's disappointing, but it's also a heck of an accomplishment.
Trayson Thompson in at quarterback. He's going to pull it from Dean. Thompson tries the left side. He's got the 30, 35. Trayson with a good gain out to the 40-yard line. And a Redfin pulls Eagle first down.
Yeah, nice run over there. Gets the first down, but now they're going to hold the chains. I think there's a flag that came in there late.
The final.
Now they move it.
Stephenville 24, Salina 21.
Wow.
Stephenville punches their ticket to AT&T next week.
It's a gain of 13. That was, man, we talked about it. I think that might have been the state championship game. What a game, though. Last time they played, I think it was in 21 or something like that. Stephenville won the game 7-3. Remember that game? And now tonight, come from behind victory, win 24-21. Congratulations to the Jackets. Congratulations to Hamilton.
Thompson gets the Brock first down at the 41. He'll turn and give it to Levi Dean. Dean's got a yard up to the 42-yard line.
Did you say Peaster lost to Grandview? Is that a final?
Peaster lost 21-18.
Congratulations to Peaster, though. When, you know, wasn't a couple of years ago, I was thinking, well, Peaster, they've got, I don't know how their football team is ever going to get to where Brock was in 3A, and here they are playing for a chance to go to state. You know, so they've done a great job over there, Coach Owens, and it's always good to have good teams around you. Well, that might be the last play.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to run
10.
one more.
Trayson Thompson runs onto the field on second down. One more play in this 2025 season for your Brock Eagles. Play clock at 2-1, and the referee says bump this one up and end it. Dean gets it. He bounces outside of the 45. Levi Dean up to midfield, as that is the way this one will end. Carthage will move on to AT&T next week with a 49-21 victory over the Brock Eagles in the state semifinal, as we'll be back to wrap this one up in a moment on the Brock Sports Network.
Is a veteran-owned business that has been a proud member of the Brock community since 2017. With 19 years of pet grooming experience, our mission is to make every pet in our care feel loved, comfortable, and look fabulous. Call the salon today to book your pet's spa appointment. 682-368-0948. We would love to pamper your pets.
Are you tired of the same old fitness routine? Are you ready to unleash your inner athlete and take your workouts to the next level? Introducing CrossFit Brock, the ultimate gym experience for those who crave a challenge and results that will transform your body and mind. Take the first step towards a stronger, fitter you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule your free trial session today. CrossFit Brock, where fitness meets community and greatness is achieved.
I'm Dr. Ryan Cate with Riverstone Veterinary Group, with clinics in Brock and Weatherford. We're proud to care for your pets and your livestock at both locations.
Somebody starting out and you need a recommendation, he's by far one of the best vets in the state of Texas.
Very friendly, very accommodating, and it's the only place we bring our pets.
From checkups to grooming to boarding, our professional team treats your animals like family. Riverstone Veterinary Group, care you can trust right here at home.
Hungry, Brock? It's time to head to the spot. We're serving up smash burgers, crispy chicken strips, fresh wraps, salads, wings, and hand-spun milkshakes. Always fresh, always delicious. At the spot, we're more than just great food. We're proud to be a part of this community, supporting local events, schools, and families right here in Brock. And when you're on the go, ordering is easy. Just hop online to thespotbrock.com and we'll have your meal ready in no time. So whether it's game day, family night, or just a craving, you know where to go. The Spot, Brock's place to eat, meet, and enjoy.
Welcome back to Mesquite Memorial one last time. Your final, Carthage 49-21 over your Brock Eagles. Carthage will move on, and they will play West Orange Stark as they beat Sinton tonight 28-3.
It ought to be a good game up there. I want to, say congratulations to Carthage. They're the real deal. They're good. They earned it. You don't build the history they have without being good at all levels of their team, and it's an outstanding job by them. They've got some excellent players. So wish them the best of luck next week for another state championship in their trophy case. And man, I feel for the Eagles. Just come in here, go toe-to-toe with them, and then just does not go your favor. Not much really went your way tonight. You had the fumble on your first possession, fumbled out of the back of the end zone for a touchback when you trying to go down there and tie the ball game up, and then interception in the end zone, and then followed up with, I don't know how many turnovers we ended up with, 5 or 6 maybe, but you're not going to beat anybody. You're not going to beat Greenwood. You're not going to beat Seminole. You're not going to beat probably Estacado turning the ball over 6 times. And you dang sure not going to beat Carthage doing that. And that's just a bad night to have that turnover bug happen.
Grandview moves on tonight. They will play Yoakum. Yoakum all over Llano tonight, 71-27.
Wow.
Stephenville moves on. They'll play Kilgore. They shut out Lavernia, 49-0. And that's a pretty decent matchup in 4A1 next week.
Yeah, ought to be good. There at Cowboy Stadium, I think that Kilgore-Stephenville game might be the 11 o'clock game, and the Carthage game will be probably 3-ish.
3 o'clock.
And then a 5 o'clock, a 5A game to finish off the night on Friday there in at Arlington. Hey, I know you footballed out, but there's another big game tomorrow on ESPN right in the backyard.
Yeah, there is.
Bobby's Tarleton Texans are hosting Villanova tomorrow morning at 11, and it's on the big ESPN. So good luck to them.
Game, absolutely, for the Texans.
They had one last week. They've got one tomorrow. If they win that, they're going to have another one next week, and if they win that, they go to the national championship game. North Dakota State lost in the opening round, and it's allowed Tarleton to host all throughout the playoffs. That's another local team there doing some good big things. So
coming up, it's not an easy one, but we have the final ENZ Exteriors post-game interview with Coach Mathis as he will address his team there.
I want to say thanks to them for the halftime and post-game interview that we mentioned on the broadcast. That's something that we give to the Booster Club. The Booster Club auctions it off, and it's been a hit, I think, at the preseason party. We've had, I think, 2 or 3 different sponsors over the last few years that have bid on it, and all that money goes to the Booster Club. And so I want to thank them for bidding and purchasing that. And man, I think a lot of people like it because Billy Mathis on the other end, sometimes that's radio gold.
Kevin and Whitney Harris, big boosters of Brock Eagle football. I want to tell them we appreciate them so much, Kevin and Whitney, and what they mean to the Brock community. As Coach Mathis addressing the Eagles for the last time here in 2025.
Yeah, man, the parents I thought they were going to not let anybody on the field, but they are. So if you want to pack up and go down there, I can steer this ship from here, I think. But, man, recapping this half, it's Brock started the second half with the football. It started at their own 25-yard line. We'll wait for Jaden. He'll chime in whenever Coach Mathis is ready. But Brock starts the second half with the football at their own 25-yard line, 4 plays and a punt. Gives it to Carthage with 9:24 to go in the third quarter, and Carthage only needed 1 play to go 42 yards and take a 35-7 lead at that point. The next possession, 3 plays, and it was an interception by Carthage, who intercepts the ball, and they take over at the Eagle 23-yard line. They score 3 plays later, making the score 42-7. Eagles finally get on the board in the second half. 6:32 to go. They start with 45 at the 45-yard line. They go 3 plays, 45 yards, capped off by a 21-yard touchdown run by Jack Farhat. It made the score 42-14, but Carthage bounces back and takes it 71 yards in 7 plays. An 11-yard touchdown run by KJ Edwards makes it 49-14. Ensuing drive by Brock is a fumble. Carthage, they fumble it right back to the Eagles. And then 5 plays and 79 yards later, and it's a 2-yard touchdown run by Frazier to make it 49-21. A turnover on downs, and then a finish, and that's that's where we finished up tonight, 49-21, your final score. As we await the post-game interview down on the field here at Mesquite ISD. Carthage wins in the state semifinals. They'll go on and play for a state championship next week. Still waiting for Jaden down on the field. Gus, do you see him anywhere down there?
I got Billy over here doing an interview.
Oh.
I'll fix go grab him.
Yeah, get in there next before they keep him all night. So
this guy's got a whole notebook paper over here. So,
well, there's probably another one in line to get him next, so be ready. But, man, what a season. You win the district undefeated, 10-0 in the regular season, knock off, who was the first? Oh, Dunbar in the first round of the playoffs. Then you go out to San Angelo and play Lubbock Estacado. Go back to San Angelo and play Seminole before playing another West Texas team over in Abilene. That was the Greenwood Rangers to get here to the state semifinal appearance. And, man, just what a night. Disappointing for sure. I know the Eagles in this moment are disappointed, but I think, you give them a week or two to shake this off. I think they're going to look back and be really proud of what they accomplished this year and some of the records that were set, the way they played, and just a good season.
I'm going to have to get a piece of notebook paper like this guy.
Well, yeah. He's coach standing at the 45-yard line, and it's probably the Carthage newspaper guy, so we really should interrupt him, but anyway, it's 49-21, your final score here from Carthage. From Mesquite. We'll take a quick break and be back with Coach Mathis and Jaden on the Brock Sports Network.
Do you have some honeydew projects that don't ever seem to get done? Or maybe you're looking to build your dream home. Terry's Tool Belt can change out your light bulbs, build you that magnificent custom home, or build anything in between. We are proud members of the Brock community and also serve the surrounding areas. Check out our website at terrystoolbelt.com or give Terry a call, 817-360-6368, to see what we have to offer. Let us help you make your dream projects come to life and get rid of your honeydew list. Go Eagles and Lady Eagles.
Fathom Inc. is proud to sponsor the Brock Eagles and is locally owned and operated, specialized.
All right, Jaden, we got you. Go ahead.
All right, Coach. Tough loss we took there.
Yeah, man. It's a tough loss, Anytime, man, when you don't finish holding that state championship trophy, it sucks. It
only
hurts.
team wins the last game. Only one team.
There's only one team that's happy year in and year out, and but I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the way they fought till the end. I'm proud of the season they had. I'm proud of the way they pulled for each other. I'm proud of the team chemistry that they had with each other. We didn't win the game tonight, but they're still. I wouldn't take those guys over my guys any day. And I just love the way that they love each other, and that's ultimately what makes them happy. And for these seniors, this isn't the end, right? This is just the beginning for those guys. Man, they got the world at their fingertips, and all the hard work, all the, everything that they've gone through, these guys are going to be ready for the world, and they're going to go out and they're going to be great dads. They're going to be great husbands. They're going to make our world a better place, and, I just looking at them, they don't see that right now, but they will, and I'm just excited to have an opportunity that God put me here in this town, with these boys.
Well, Coach, I'll say for everybody, 5 years you've been to at least the state semifinal every time. There's so much to be proud of with this group. And we are so thankful for you and your staff and what y'all have done for these boys over the years, the last 5 years, and just appreciate everything.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys and support. I know what coaches do on it all, so I am, thankful to be here, I wish I could have brought the town home a state championship, and we're going to load up and start again here
on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to load up, and we'll go build it up and try to go do it again next year.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, buddy.
That's Jaden down on the field with Coach Mathis. Obviously emotional there after the loss, thinking about this senior class leaving, and the way things went tonight, not what he envisioned on the bus ride over here to Mesquite. But that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. I want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in, especially our sponsors for helping bringing you Brock Eagle football throughout the season. Brock Eagles fall to 14-1 as they end their season in the state semifinals. The Carthage Bulldogs improved to 15-0. They will play for their 11th state championship next Friday in Arlington. Thanks to Bobby Gordon for play-by-play announcing tonight. Jaden Winfrey on the Night Propane sideline. Our main man, Gus McSwain, keeping us on the air, making sure everything looks good for you on the screen. I'm Rob Matthews. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
You've been listening to another exciting presentation of Eagle Sports on the Brock Sports Network. A special thanks to our sponsors for their support and to you, the fans, for cheering on the Eagles. Be sure to join us again next time for more exciting play-by-play coverage on the Brock Sports Network. Until then, good night.